Yeah. See, I almost screwed that up. That was super duper close. My fingers really didn't want to work very well. These guys yelling at me to make sure I do it right this time. I guess I nailed it.
You did. You got it.
Oh, well,
nicely done.
Yeah. And I got Tanner's cabin there with easy looking down upon it, which was.
Is it a cab or is it a little bit of a handicap?
It's a little bit of a handicap. So it's a work in progress. I made some modifications to make this a little bit easier and sleeker for driving around in New York City.
Mm-hmm. And you also want to tell them the interesting fact about the changes you made, right?
That they're better?
Well, there's a certain amount of changes that were made, right?
Oh, geez. Okay. So you're going to love this, Tanner. We had to count it out. There were 7 changes made. Did you just hear him sigh through his own? He's going to start talking through the circle thing.
You need me to give you Giannis' number?
Hate you guys.
So, yeah, it's getting close. Like, we're getting there. I got 1 dented fender. I got 1 non-smoked window. We got the nice half doors. This back end that looks like a Subaru. Styling. The red pieces here. Like this thing. She's a beaut. The bottom, I don't even have the 2x. It's a 2x14, right?
Yeah.
Plate. Yeah, it's kind of a rare commodity. It's funny, all the plates I own, I don't have it.
They made 3.
3 total.
Yep.
Ever. So this one this is life size. Matt will fit in this one. Just barely.
I can't even fit in a real one.
Oh, well, welcome everybody. We got PB&J was here. Tanner, what is he as always?
He is delicious as always, just like tonight.
Yeah. Parkdale Playboy, Todd. So we got Gwenda's here. Yeah. Toadborg.
Steve Andrade, Toadborg stepping in from work.
Nice.
Dragon Stormer, the 93rd.
93rd. What's up? So cool. Another fun night. We got Big Matt back, of course, and he threw a curveball at me. He told me he was doing what did you tell you were going to do a helmet tonight? That's what you were going to do.
I did. I pulled an audible.
The old switcheroo.
I did.
But it's a very nice switcheroo. Like one of my favorites.
The best switcheroo one could do.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, that ship itself, Matt, you are going to be over the moon excited about, but the display stand, nothing better.
Yeah. It looks like it's going to be a fun build. So I can't.
And a UCS plaque to boot.
Yep.
It's going to be styling and profiling.
Yep.
Looks like Eric's going to build Las Vegas.
It does look like Las Vegas.
I kind of had to look for a second.
I
was like, I did that one a long time ago, I thought.
Yeah. Hey, Todd. Hey, Becca. How you doing?
Hello.
And
I'll leave it up to the chat because we know I'm probably the slowest builder on the stream. I'm going to do one of these 2 architecture sets. Eric copied me with the architecture thing. But what do you think? I want to go Singapore, newest one, or Sydney, which is one of the older ones?
I want you to do. I know you know which one I want you to do.
I do.
I'm excited.
I am right.
Everybody can vote on that. I've got a little mixed bag of kittens here too. I've got. I think I want to start with this one. I really want to do this.
I love that one. That's great.
Yeah.
It's a great little set.
I just did that John Deere.
Yeah, I saw your video earlier this week. That thing is very nice. It is
very nice. Yeah, it is very nice. It holds 1 bald farmer in it. Can't have any hair or anything. So it's cool because I'd be the bald farmer.
We had gotten some rumors earlier and that there's some more farm sets coming this year at some point. So we'll cross our fingers because they've done a really good job with those. I know, Kev, your favorite set is the combine that you got, which is a great set. This one was a great set. And if they bring us some more molded farm animals, I'll love that. If they bring us some more farm sets and farm trucks, that'd be cool too. Well,
and so Aspen was talking about the the pumpkins, those Duplo pumpkins for her mock building, right? But there's a pumpkin in here.
Yes, there is. She wants a really big one though.
She wants a big one, yeah.
Giant,
I found one, and that is the set I found it in is actually a retired set. So I'm going to start with that, and then I can do the Lambo.
That Lambo's great too.
Yeah.
I can do the Lotus as well. I think I have the Ferrari still. I got a whole bunch of stuff, but I think I'm going to start with that tractor. Definitely wanted to start off by saying a great big thank you to Mike C. I don't know if he's here tonight or will be here tonight, but Mike C is going through a little bit of rough times right now, and he did me a huge favor. He reached out to all of us there and was talking to us and stuff, but he sent me a whack load of tiles, and I managed to finish off my little tile display stand from the Harry Potter stuff with the ones he sent me. So
that looks awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah, very kind of him, and thoughts and prayers to him there, because he's like I said, he's going through some rough stuff right now, and just thinking about him, just hoping he's okay.
So Toadborg says it's time to confess to y'all the truth. It's rough considering they're at the bottom of the league this season, but I am a Seattle Kraken fan. Toadborg is a crackhead, and I think he likes them because of their teal.
The teal color, is that really the thing?
Yeah.
Did someone just hack? Did Sarah just literally hack him? And
she might have. Rebecca says she's got the pumpkin coming for Aspen. Yes, she does. And Rebecca, you should have something coming for you that made its way to Aspen as well. So that'll be cool for their.
Can I ask you a question about it?
Yeah.
Does it take batteries?
No.
Oh, she won't like it.
Well, probably not. But it's got a mouth. It is a mouth. All right, the chat voted for Singapore, so I'm going to build Singapore tonight.
Damn it.
Sorry, Kev.
Okay, I'm going to show off one more thing here, and I'm going to just put it on big screen so everybody can see this. There we go. So one of the things I was working on, everybody knows I just finished that F1 McLaren. So like I said, I had the idea that I wanted to mount that. It was going to Kevin. Where's the McLaren? The McLaren is finished, and my display for it's finished. I'm about to show it to you right now. So I did this up at work today, and I think it turned out not bad. Could be okay. Tanner,
the colors are questionable, but
what's that?
Said the colors are questionable.
Oh yeah, totally. So here's how. Where's that? There. Can you see that good?
That is beautiful, man.
Yeah.
So on the there's the car, and then Ricardo and Lando's numbers and signatures, and then on the very top, of course, says McLaren. So that will that'll go on the wall, and then I'm going to backlight it so that we have a glow coming out from behind it. So yeah, that turned out not too shabby.
How many layers of glue did you say it took to hold it there?
8.
Well, it came out beautiful.
Do you want to see? So the hold there is actually literally Technic.
That's perfect.
Technic just hangs there.
Yeah, it came out so good.
Yeah,
that's great.
awesome.
I hope I put it on here now. It just there we go. So yeah, that's that was gorgeous. I like it.
I'm gonna need one for my Sion because I want to do the same thing like that. So can you just get to work on that?
I'll do it right now.
Hey, Matt, while you're here, can I pass some feedback to you as a former customer service person?
Sure.
America hates thumb tabs. Why do you do this to us? We hate the thumb tabs. Just
I
give
do
us
too.
tape. Give us tape.
I do too. It seems like it's just a tradition that hasn't died. I dislike them too. I hate the thumb tabs as well. But I will.
And I don't even keep my boxes anymore. I used to, and it really bothered me. But I don't know. I just I'm not a fan, especially when the architecture sets all had a box in a previous style. This one's got more parts, so I get it. But if you're gonna have a set over a certain price threshold, just give me tape, and I'll cut the tape open. It's just weird. Like, what was the other one? I think it was the Porsche 911 or something last year that came with thumb tabs. Like, just odd. All right. Lots
Remember,
of
we were
praise.
gonna-
Lots of praise in the chat for your McLaren there, Kevin. So great job.
100%.
Let's see. PBJ said, Lego shop at home changed shipping companies to my state. FedEx is out. Laser ship is in. Yeah, I think they did that on the East Coast only. Is that right?
They changed the shipping?
Not everywhere. So it's still FedEx for me.
Yeah.
But I think on the East Coast, it's laser ship now.
Huh.
And I know what laser ship is, Tanner, but there might be people here that don't.
It's a shipping company.
That explains a lot.
That is all I know about it.
Oh.
You'll have to ask PBJ, or I think the people up northeast, like Cosmo and
Me.
also. Well, yeah, you are too. But
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
and hello, Cosmo Candy, welcome.
Hey, Cosmo.
Hello.
I guess I can put that thing in the chair behind me.
Toadborg's gonna step away. We'll see you, Toadborg. We probably will still be on at 10, but maybe just barely. We try and limit these to around 3 hours now, unless we're just having too much fun.
All right, so that was a good evening. So like,
So
And the fun must stop.
and chat, I want to talk about the Lego Delorean.
oh yes.
Lots of rumors had abounded about that set for the last year. I think we all have wanted it since the smaller one came out, and finally got the reveal on Thursday of what the official set looks like. And my goodness, it's beautiful. I want more than one because I can't decide which configuration to display it in.
Yeah, and pretty like fairly reasonable price for oh, look at that. Pretty reasonable price for it was I think it's 220 Canadian. Somewhere around there.
No, it's a really good price. I was expecting it to be more, but it was reassuring.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lego.
First piece I pull out 2x14.
Wow.
Yep. So this tractor is not getting built today because I got to put it in the old THC. That's what we're going to call that one.
So one of the last rumors of the DeLorean that I heard was there was the potential of no minifigures with it.
Well, they sure knocked the minifigures out of the park too.
Right.
Well, that's
obviously that changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, Ghostbusters, the Ecto one didn't come with minifigures. The Batmobile and the Batwing did. So they're kind of probably just depends on what the budget is for the set. But maybe they're thinking that the Ghostbusters figures came with 2 other sets, and that Marty and Doc really only came with the one. And I think they came in Dimensions, right?
They did.
At least one of them. So it's been a while since they've had those minifigures, and probably figured it was time to give us some more. I'm glad they did because I don't have the originals, so it'd be awesome. Nice little display stand too. Although it's kind of odd how they choose when they want to do a big UCS plaque and when they want to do the smaller ones, but I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, you know a guy, UCS Plaque Emporium.
Yep. Now, did you guys see on the Lego website? There's a pretty cool animated video of it.
No,
I didn't.
So if you go on the site on the product page for it, you can click on the animated video, and it's got them it's got Marty and Doc from behind, actors playing them, obviously, and they're building the DeLorean, and then they go into this animated with the minifigures, and they're cruising through time. And they stop in medieval times, and there's a big castle. And so now there's lots of speculation that that's maybe the big castle that's rumored, because Lego has a way of doing that. They like to put little Easter eggs in some of their product reveals for new sets, or reveal something else in the background in a blurred out haze. So there's lots of questions on, is that going to be the big castle that we get?
Interesting. I will have to watch
I still haven't seen Batman yet.
I haven't either.
Same
But
here.
Heard good things about it though, actually.
I saw a thing the other day though, and I don't know how accurate this is, and I never really followed up on it. But I guess if you stay for to all the post credits and stuff like that, right at the end, a website flashes up on the screen.
Really?
Yeah, and
Yep.
when you go to the website, it goes to this like funky download sort of thing, and then it comes up with this. It almost looks like I never really got too much time to eyeball it, but it almost looks like Joker writing or something along. Like it's just it's another little teaser, but I'm sure if you spent the time and dissected it, be able to figure out. But I want to go see that movie now and get the website because of course I didn't save where I saw that from, and now I have to try to go see if I can figure this website out and figure out what's going on with it.
It's great because now everyone has malware on their computers.
Right.
Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, I don't know what Mauiware is, but
I think it's a Disney character.
he nailed it.
No, you know, I wasn't looking at the minifigures, right? We looked at the Lego sets before we really saw, I think, previews for the movie.
Yeah.
And seeing like the way Riddler is on there, I really had no interest in seeing the movie. So I didn't watch any real previews. But Tanner's right. It's getting some pretty good reviews and some good word on the street, which doesn't happen a lot for some of these movies.
For sure.
I saw it. I thought it was very good. It's very long, but it feels like it's going to end 4 different times, and
So it's like Lord of the Rings.
so I feel like it could have, it didn't seem too long. Like it definitely went by, 3 hours went by like a regular movie, but I thought it was great. I thought he was, he played a great Batman, and people argue that he played a great Batman, but an interesting Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
So there's definitely a difference in the portrayal compared to previous Batmans and both those characters. But I thought it was great. It's definitely worth seeing.
Excellent.
Hey, Rick's here.
Rick Brickham's here. Hello, sir.
Well, hello.
Doing, buddy?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I will see it. I obviously haven't been enamored with any of the recent DC movies just because they haven't been great. I'll tell you what puts me off a little bit. There's reports that Colin Farrell is just unrecognizable. Like there's so much prosthetic and makeup, and he obviously put on a weight suit to look bigger as the Penguin.
Okay.
4 hours of makeup.
What if you're a big dude in Hollywood? Aren't you pissed off that you're not getting cast for roles like that, and they're giving it to a skinny dude who has to put on 4 hours of makeup? Like I would be.
As a big Hollywood dude, I'm pretty pissed off I never got the role.
Like Danny DeVito is probably rolling in his grave right now. Okay. No,
I just
he's
keep
not
saying
dead.
it's kid
I don't think
stained
he's dead.
underwear.
Wait, was Danny DeVito dead?
I don't think so.
No.
Well, the Penguin is rolling in his grave.
There you go.
Hello,
G
G
Trooper's
Trooper.
here. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
And that what's his name? Colin Farrell. That whole Penguin character is having its own spinoff on HBO.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. So he's gonna be in that role for a while.
Not to get too much into it, what were your thoughts on the betrayal of the Riddler? Because he's probably one of my favorite villains.
He sucked.
Yeah, I was.
You can say it. I can take it.
No, I thought it was good. I thought it was a weird vibe at first because it definitely has that Zodiac killer type vibe to it. The way he's portrayed, but the actor, I can't think.
Paul
of his
Dano. That guy is good at playing a weird, creepy dude.
He is.
really
When
is.
he is first interacted with, like, you don't, it's one of those movies where you see him, but you don't really kind of like how the Dark Knight was with Joker. Like he's not talked to for a little while, and he doesn't, he doesn't meet any of the main characters for a while, but he does a lot. They show a lot of his actions, and I think that he did an unbelievable job. Like he made my skin crawl when he was interacting with the main characters, and I was genuinely like, wow, this guy is something else. So I think he did a great job.
I'm telling you, that guy, he's a typecast if there ever was one for playing a creepy dude. Like I don't know if you ever saw that movie There Will Be Blood with Daniel Day-Lewis. He's in that, and he plays just a creeper.
Is that the movie where they're fighting like the British and stuff?
That is not the same movie.
Oh, okay. No? Not that Daniel Day-Lewis movie?
Not the Gangs of New York, no.
I agree with you, Tushy Trooper. Danny DeVito is the best penguin ever.
He rested.
DeVito. He rested. That's just like your opinion, man.
Watch tonight's headlines as Danny DeVito's dead. You'll feel like a bag of crap.
I will feel bad. I feel terrible. Have you guys ever watched the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
No, I want to start it.
I got to start it.
Oh my goodness. Danny DeVito makes that show. He is brilliant in it. He is absolutely brilliant.
You said he's not even in it in the first season, right?
He is not in the first season.
Oh, he's not? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but when he comes in, I mean, it keeps getting better and better with the antics that he goes through.
See, I'm glad you mentioned that.
The guy will do anything. Like, there's one episode where they've got him in his underwear, tied up to a playground set, and the guy just gives no Fs. He's like, "Yep, sure, I'm an old fat dude, and you can tie me up and put me in my underwear."
You know why? Because that was actually for a skinny dude's role, and he took it over.
I believe it. There's another one where he like is hiding in a leather couch to pop it out and scare somebody. And it gets so hot that he takes his clothes off, and so he's like cuts a hole in the couch, and he's like slithering out of the couch, and it looks like the couch is giving birth to him.
So it's just like Ace Ventura, where he's coming out of the rhino's ass.
Exactly like that. Oh man.
Hey, hilarious. Brian, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Brian. I'm glad you told me he wasn't in the first season, because I know I'd be watching and just waiting.
Yeah.
Like, all right, like how are they going to reveal him? How is he going to come into the show?
Tanner,
that's
you're
when you
such a
probably
liar.
can skip to season 7 and be okay.
That's a good one.
Is that still doing new episodes or no?
It was last year. I feel like they just did their last season.
Oh, okay.
And they started getting pretty edgy. Like I always describe that show as a like an R-rated Seinfeld. Like they just kind of same, it's a group of 4 or 5 people that just give no Fs about anybody else, and they're all completely narcissistic and self-involved and get into shenanigans and antics.
I'm in.
Who's the Newman on the show?
Charlie Day. It's got to be Charlie Day. Well, it's probably a mixture of Charlie Day and Danny DeVito.
No. That is definitely one I want to add to the list and watch.
Yeah. I don't know what it's on up here, but I'll have to find out.
I don't really know what it's on here either.
It used to be on Hulu. I think it might still be on Hulu.
It's on Yoohoo?
Yeah. Hulu.
Yeah. Hulu yourself, man.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Todd said the spookiest acting job I've ever seen is 1 Hour Photo. That's Robin Williams.
Oh, that was awesome.
I agree.
Yeah. 1 Hour Photo was fantastic movie.
Parkdale says there's still at least one more season in production for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Wow. That's less than, that's been on for.
I think they're going on 15 seasons, something like that. It's kind of crazy how long it's lasted. It's like South Park, though. I'm surprised nobody's been clutched their pearls and tried to shut them down. I'm sure people have, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
Eric, have you built Singapore yet?
I did, yeah.
I like the shape of this one compared to
too.
the others. You know, it's not a regular little rectangular thing.
Did you say rectangular?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
It's the
confirm.
technical term. It's the imperial shape.
Well, there's not really much going on with this trial. It is a quick, cool build.
Well, I can tell you I'm not looking forward to when I get to bag 3. It's only 3 bags, but it's all the tiles.
Yeah.
That's not going to be fun. I think Moira remembers that experience.
Yeah, no kidding. Where is my phone?
Did you guys get your Spice Girl set yet?
There's one upstairs.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Nice.
Yeah, there's Sarah bought it. She built them all. She does call them her spice bitches, though.
Huh. I mean, that's
fantastic. Is that a double negative for Scary Spice then?
She built them in order. She built them in order. She built them in order. One she hated the most. I think Scary was number 2 built, maybe.
The one she hated the most.
Number 2. Who was first then?
Do we get to guess?
I'm pretty sure Scary was second.
She'll have to tell us.
Do we get to guess what it is?
It's probably like Victoria.
I'm going to say Posh.
Yeah, I was going to say Victoria's Beckham is probably it. She just got that resting, you-know-what face.
Yep.
Sporty was her first one.
Sporty. Okay.
Oh, really? No, I don't believe her.
Spice Hose. Sorry, not Spice Bitches, Spice Hose.
Oh, well, you know.
She texted me to correct me. They will tell you what they want, what they really, really want, but it's more that they tell you how much it costs, how much it really, really costs.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm one of those people that has to have it all. So I did buy them.
He wants it all.
With respect to the brickheads, because I love them.
I'm gonna wait because I've got a lot in my store right now of the pets that are on sale.
Yep.
I don't know if this one would go on sale at the Lego store because it's more expensive than the others, but I'm gonna wait for that.
Well,
I also want to get away from brickheads.
I saw those on the clearance rack when I was at the Lego store this week.
Which ones?
The Ninjago trio.
Oh yeah, they've been on there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. Crazy, right? Like, I don't know what I like that Lego starting to clearance more stuff in their store. I feel like I never see that.
Well, it's because they got so much stuff coming out.
Fair point.
You need to make space, man. Make space.
Matt, do they ever clearance anything in the employee store?
So yes.
Wow.
They do. There's actually a damage section, and that's a pretty hefty discount. I wouldn't say they're damaged, so they're but it's a good deal. And then they do have some seasonal stuff, that they're rotating out of the shop, and they'll have clearance stuff too. Actually, you know what? Not much though. It's because you already get a good size discount anyway. But it's nothing like, it's not any big. They're usually small, like keychains or just seasonal, like smaller sets. So
I honestly was surprised. I thought you were going to say no.
Oh,
because of the discount. So I just thought it would be something that they didn't do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I've seen a couple things in there. They usually have them up front, and they're rotating them out. And I've seen it definitely. I haven't bought anything. I don't think that was clearance, but yeah.
You know what I found interesting is like other retail stores will not give you damaged box discounts. I was at my Target a while ago, and they had a Mustang set just mangled. The boxes just looked like somebody ran it over with a fork truck. And I was like, "Hey, what would you do?" And they're like, "No, we don't. They guarantee the brand. If you got missing parts, you can tell us, and we'll give you a new set. But we don't give discounts on damage."
Yeah.
I tried that at the new Legoland here in New York at the store, and they had some pretty good damaged boxes on display. And they said because it wasn't the last one and they had plenty of stock, they would not offer a discount.
That happened to me on the last one.
Yeah.
New release day, there was some new release stuff on the shelf that was damaged box for sure. And they're like, yeah, no. It all depends on the manager, really. Sometimes you'll be like, yeah, no problem. There you go. And then the other guy's like, no. Hot seller. Someone will buy it no matter what.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have luck at your local stores that would like Lego stores that do damage? Yeah.
Yeah, quite a bit. Well, the West End store seems better than the Southgate one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's occasional. You definitely have to ask for it. They're not just
right.
Right.
Yeah, it's not. It's one of those things that they usually you usually have to ask.
And for mine, the one time I did it, it was just extra VIP points. They didn't give me a discount.
I've never asked because I'm afraid of what they're going to show.
Look at it, I went broke saving money.
I mean, Tanner and Matt will appreciate this, but it would be the equivalent of Kohl's, right? Like you come with the receipt of look how much I saved, even though they probably would just get the extra points.
Right.
Yeah. But
I'm
afraid to ask.
Yeah, that was also the curse of the blessing and curse of being an employee at Lego. It's like you said it just best now, Kevin. Like I'm broke by saving money. I'm buying more than my wife appreciates.
We so didn't need to eat this week, did we? Like, I mean, man, I saved $20. 9 sets, but I saved myself $20.
Yeah.
And they said I'm not going to get a check for the next 6 weeks, but all good.
I have every single video set that you can have, but I no, I'm kidding. I had a heavy discount on them though.
That's right. So hey, I actually got a double points order in for a Titanic.
Oh, did you?
Oh, very nice.
Points. And it was a will ship in 60 days when I ordered it. So you're talking June 1st. And I actually got an email this week saying now it's anticipated for mid-April. So
nice. Yeah, that's great.
You better figure out where it's going.
I have no idea where
it's going. It's a great to support your laptop. That's what mine's doing right now. No, it's a beautiful set, and I'm excited to build the shelf that I'm going to put it on. It needs its own shelf.
Well, this tractor's pretty freaking cool.
It really is.
Like, quick build. And it's impressive looking. I like it. I like it a lot.
So, Tanner, rumor there's more farm sets coming?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah. I talked about
nothing, that. Nothing more than that?
Just... No, the early rumors I've seen have just been, and it's stuff like descriptions, no pictures or anything, but Promo Bricks had some descriptions, and I think we're going to do a farm truck. I don't know if that means like an old school style, vintage truck, which I would love. And then some farm sets, some 4+ and some bigger ones, molded animals, going to do a new molded cow, allegedly. And, no goat. They're not bringing the goat back, although we are getting some brick-built goats. And,
no, he's coming back. He announced it last week, I think.
Oh
No,
my
not,
God,
not
Brady.
that guy. Not that guy. We don't talk about that guy.
No, there's been a lot of people clamoring for farm sets to come to Lego. So it's surprising. Like I didn't really see any of that coming.
I think people love the animals. I really do. And like if
I like
you
the
look at some of the
tractors.
old animal molds, they're supposedly going to come out with a new corn piece as well. I think like a molded corn piece.
Like
So,
Pauly Shore cutting the corn.
yeah. But yeah, it is a very popular theme. The local store here, they set up a different display, and I don't know how often they change it out. It's like once a quarter, but they had a nice huge farm display a few months ago, or last fall, maybe around harvest season, and it was really impressive. Just had all the old farm sets, but then they had like fields of vegetables being harvested and everything like that.
Wow.
That was really cool.
Rebecca says, I love that tractor. I made a Letterkenny scene with it. That's awesome. What was I going to say? I had something funny to say. Now it's gone. Gone. Oh, the cord. No, it wasn't funny. It was I've seen before, and I think it's on Instagram. There's a guy that he does like stop motion stuff, and he did the combine cutting cutting a hayfield.
Okay.
And just the time, like it shows him going through the stop motion really fast, but it shows like, him move the tractor a little bit. Then this cow moves over here, and then he takes a row of corn out, and he moves the tractor, and he's got the same rhythm every time. Guys who do the stop motion stuff amaze the living hell out of me, because that is craziness. Like that's dedication to it.
So much patience. Like Eric, you did that, right? You started that with your Home Alone. Your 24 days of Home Alone.
Yeah. It's tedious. I mean, doing the photo way is far easier than the way I originally started doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's people now that they have some software and they're doing their own true digital like stop motion videos. It's incredible.
Brad's here. Brad says, thought about making a produce stand from Letterkenny scene. Do it.
Pitter patter.
Pitter patter.
Stop thinking and start doing.
So depressing. This Countach box is so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And look at
that.
Ugh. Oh, that noise.
The worst.
Yeah.
Todd
I did that sound for you, Matt.
Huh?
I did that sound for you. You can go in Monday and just slam your hand on this. That's
All
it.
right,
No more
all
thumb tabs.
All hands meeting. Everyone. We have an issue.
I have some news.
Todd says, has anyone heard any more about the Ideas Lighthouse? Have not. It's coming this year sometime, but no. And the ideas or the fan-made design was motorized. So if they do that, it's likely going to have power functions and probably be a little pricier than other idea sets, but have not heard anything else. Don't know what the next one to release is. So lots of idea sets still out there. You got Starry Night, you've got the Lighthouse, you've got the Jazz Quartet.
The Office should be coming out this year, hopefully. And
then you got 2 smaller builds. No, it's 3 smaller builds that were contest winners. So you got a mini foosball table, which that'd be cool. You've got the little boy in the cardboard box spaceship.
Oh yeah, that was a cool one.
And then you've got my sig fig. You got a shipwreck survivor on a little island. That was another contest winner.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Did they say how they're going to do those? Are they going to be gift with purchases?
I don't know. I mean, they've historically done ideas gift with purchases. They did the Addleston Deluxe, the car, and they did the what's the other one that they did a gift with purchase on? The little kid on the rocket.
Space rocket, yeah.
Yeah, the rocket one. So yeah, it very well could be gift with purchases.
I can't wait to see Corey Hart Boy in the Box. Wolf Cry Fox.
I don't get it.
Hate you.
Story of my life. I had a nickel for every time I heard that.
Steve says, "What did you guys think of the Back to the Future DeLorean? Which way would you build it if you had it?
Yes.
When we have it."
Yeah.
You guys start. Eric, what do you think of it? What were the highlights? I know we talked a little bit about it earlier, but
I'm happy with everything it came with. Right, one of the rumors is that there wasn't going to be minifigures, so I'm happy those are with it. I'll go classic for the first one, and I'm kind of like you.
One with the big
and I kind of would like to get a second one, and I don't think I would do Back to the Future 3. I think it'd either be 1 or 2 would be the builds that I would do.
How about you, Matt? Any really high points for you? And
yeah, I mean, it looks great. I think it's at a pretty fair price point for how it looks in the minifigs, and even has a little light brick in there.
Light brick for the flux capacitor.
Yeah, I think that's just the detail that's really cool. I think between the first and the second one, I don't know if I probably would display one, and I'd have to. I don't know. I think I'd have to do the first one. I don't know. It's just the original and I mean maybe if I get bored with it for a while, I can always rebuild it into one of the other ones. It's just
you gotta have Mr. Fusion.
Yeah, it's awesome that you have that ability to do that.
I wonder if sorry, go ahead, Kev.
Well, for me, it was the minifigs are off the charts. Like, because being the shoe guy as well, they got Marty McFly's like the Nike lace boots printed. You see, it was all printing on his legs and stuff.
Yeah.
So to me, that was really cool. But I would have to say, because I think everybody knows me here well enough, I would have to say it's going to be number 1 for me, because I am so building that whole scene.
Yeah.
The clock tower scene. It's happening. I've
Oh,
already.
yeah.
The second I saw that, I'm like, I need to clear some space and I need to get some brick, because I am building that clock tower. I'm building the fountain out front. I'm building all of that. I want that whole scene built.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, one's just a classic. I tell you, so I think the features I liked. Everything you guys said was great. Did you see the going doors? You open them up, and then there's a button that you push, and they go down on their own. And the wheels, there's a lever that you can turn, and the wheels fold down into flight mode.
Okay,
And they all four do it at the same time.
I didn't even know about that. I was wondering, I didn't even know if the wheels were permanently folded, like in that flight mode. That's awesome that they fold.
Yeah. If you
that
go on
changes things,
Yeah, absolutely.
if you can have that mode of it, and I didn't even know that. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have one flying over the clock tower then.
Yeah, absolutely. With the flags hanging down.
Yeah. Mine will be Biff getting manure thrown on him.
Heck yeah. He hates manure.
He's out getting real manure. It doesn't have to be accurate.
Hey guys, look, I almost stepped in this.
I was gonna say I'm with Kevin in the sense of displaying the classic first one, but I remember when I was a kid and seeing the second one, like for the first time. Was it at the end of the first episode that they showed it?
Taking off? Yeah, it was at the end of the film.
Yeah. I remember seeing
that. Remade it.
Mr. Fusion, yeah.
And I just remember being blown away by how cool that the car was.
You were sitting there and Matt's like, space travel's real.
The funny thing about that is they had to shot for shot redo that last scene because they changed out the actress who played Jennifer. So
that's
go ahead.
Sorry, Tanner. We've talked about this before, Matt.
Yep.
You got to watch the movies that made us.
Oh yeah. I've seen.
And there's a Back to the Future one on there. You'll be very interested in all that.
Yeah, no, I've seen the toys that made us. I've wanted to see the films too. I've heard good things about that.
Yeah, no, let Tanner finish that up because that's where we got that from, or that's where we learned that, right?
Yeah. So yeah, they had to do a shot for shot of it instead of just playing the footage from the first movie because the original actress that played Marty's girlfriend, they switched her out for Elizabeth Shue, who was, you know, a much bigger actress, and obviously she had a much bigger role in the second film, so they wanted somebody bigger to play the character. And like just the attention to detail that they did, you know, Doc comes slamming into the trash cans the same exact way. They had to give Christopher Lloyd some makeup to make him look, you know, similar to how he was in the first film, because I forget how many years apart they were, but they were, you know, they were a few years apart. 1 and 2 were, right? Because 1 was 85 and 2 was, I feel like 2 was 90, somewhere in there. 88.
So that's a long, that's a long time between.
Maybe it was 88. They were at least three years apart or so.
Now, I'm assuming all of us wished we had a 1952 Sports Almanac, right? Or whatever year it was, right?
So speaking of that, did you guys watch The Atom Project yet?
Yes.
No.
Wicked movie.
No.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. You should check it out. It's on Netflix. If you have Netflix, Ryan Reynolds.
It's got the Incredible Hulk.
The Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Is in it. The it's Gamora is in it. What's her name? Zoe. What is her name?
I can't remember. Gamora.
Who is Ryan Reynolds? Is he playing Green Lantern or Deadpool in the movie?
Both.
Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive. How do they pull that off?
Well,
they go like shot for shot?
Just with one hand.
It's really good. Like, so
what's the premise of the
movie?
One hand.
The
premise of the movie is time travel.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it's time travel. I don't want to give too much away.
Yeah.
But it's a more recent release, right?
Yeah, it just came out.
Came out, and there's a lot more of these like straight to Netflix movies. Like, so he did Free Guy as well, which we've talked about on the stream.
Yeah.
And it was really good. But this one, like Sarah had mentioned it to me. Yeah, she just said so good. Lots of pulling. Sarah had said, "Hey, this is the one," and we watched the one, and I'm like, "Oh my god, it was done very well."
It's great. There's a young boy in it who is just really good. Like not young boy, he's like a 12-year-old, but
he plays a
really
12-year-old smartass Deadpool.
Yeah, like just excellent.
And
it was a lot of fun.
I'm very bad with.
There it is, She Trooper Zoe Saldana.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm very bad with typecasting people into stuff. Like that misery chick, she's always the misery chick. I don't care.
Oh yeah, Kathy Bates. Yeah, for sure.
She's the misery chick. But I see a lot of things. Like even when I watched Uncharted, when we went and watched Uncharted, like when he's running, I see Spider-Man.
Yeah,
when he's jumping and doing like it's Spider-Man. I see the moves, right? It's just too similar. But this kid did such a good part in that role. He did the perfect little smartass. Yeah. Like if Deadpool was a kid, that was Deadpool as a kid for sure.
You think it gets harder to believe them if they go from one action movie to another rather than kind of switching to like a dramatic role or a comedy or something?
I don't know. I think you did a very good job in this.
Yeah.
I think, like Kevin said, if they're going from one action movie to another, it's easy to see, oh, that's the same exact person, the same exact character. So if they go to a drama, then they obviously have to change up how they're portraying the character. Ryan Reynolds, if he does a couple of different action movies, he can be the smart ass, guy in them, and you think it's Deadpool or you think it's, Free Guy or whatever the case is. But I like him a lot. He's the wife's he's on the wife's list. He's
on Tanner's list for crying out
loud. He's on my list
too. Yeah,
he converted me. What?
But it was really good. It's a good one to watch with the kids too, Eric. So the kids watched it, they loved it. Really good.
Yeah, it's very kid friendly.
Did you guys ever see the video of the Ryan Reynolds and Betty White feud?
Oh, no.
No.
It's good.
I thought you were going to talk about the Logan one where with the where they do the commercials for each other. Have you seen that one?
Those are great.
Okay, so
Those are great.
we did this. I did this commercial for him. He does this big commercial on his coffee and everything, and it's all professionally done. And he's like, okay, I'm so excited to see mine. He's like, no, it's not ready. It's still in production. No, just hit play. It's like his gin is crap, and he's pouring it on the table.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, actually,
The other ones that are good are Jimmy Kimmel and Matt Damon. Those ones are all real good too.
I got to see this Betty White one now.
It's funny.
Details here. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, it's really good. Definitely one you should check out this weekend if you have nothing else to do.
We're actually going to be incredibly busy this weekend. The girls have their very first dance competition ever.
Damn dance competition.
Damn.
It's legit, man. Like, that's how serious they take it.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
It's too legit to quit.
Yeah. It's their first ever.
That'll be awesome.
And the girls will be doing a duet with each other. And then the oldest is partaking in a trio dance. So they're insanely excited and trying to get to sleep early tonight because they've got to get up incredibly early to start getting ready for it.
Yikes.
But fortunately, it's not far from us, so that's good.
That'll be good, yeah. How long do you have to be there for? Would you know how long that you're?
Well, both of them are kind of early. The girls start their dance is like maybe 10 and 9, and then Natalie goes sometime after 10. So then Ethan and I are going to head out. They're going to stay and watch and support the rest of the dance studio and watch some other people. So I'll probably have to go back like 6, 7 o'clock at night to pick them up, I think.
Long day.
Yeah.
She Trooper says, I always cry at my daughter's dance comps. Have fun.
Thanks. I'm so excited. They've been working so hard and not being able to do anything for quite a while.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's full tilt right now, right?
So it's going to be a good day.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great.
What about you guys? How's the weekend shaping up?
Gonna be a busy one for me. I gotta go pick up my stuff.
Oh.
Good girl. I'm gonna get it back.
Yep.
My mother's coming, so
Party time.
Spending some time with Mama Jam.
Mom Jam.
I might take her to that second
Monster Jam
shop and have her dig through some bulk bins for my mosaic.
You're in my world now, Grandma.
Exactly.
My wife is having a girls weekend up in Maine, so
Ooh.
I will be. And I'll be holding the fort.
He'll be wearing his underwear and doing not much of anything.
Risky business, sliding through the kitchen.
Yeah, with my 2 dogs and yeah, I might hit a brewery or 2.
There you go.
Not in my underwear though. So
I mean, never say never, man.
if you're there long enough, you might be. But
you're going to be pulling a Frank the Tank, asking if KFC's still open.
He's going streaking in the quad. Yeah. Sarah said, and start to move my furniture. LOL, sorry, Kev. Yeah, that's going to happen. We got to start packing Sarah up.
Oof.
How long is she gone for?
10 weeks.
Oof.
10 weeks of training. And then I got to head to West Ed. I don't got to go to the Lego store, but my last weekend I met up with both my daughters and my 2 sisters, and we had We did like a little baby shower for my daughter because it's going to be easier to do it that way. But we went to this pottery place, and you pick kind of what you want to do, and we just kind of selected something that we thought my daughter would like for the baby's room or whatever, and then you paint it, and they killing it, and like you pick it up. So I got to go pick that up. It's ready. It's good to go. So
they killed the pottery.
They killed the pottery.
Aggressive.
Well, it wasn't listening.
That's like truly lightning crashes right there. You know?
Well, I mean, yeah, you got two options at that point.
We got a place like that here, and that's one of my wife's favorites, one of the kids' favorites too. They're just always doing that.
Yeah.
Pick out the piece they want and then paint it up and go pick it up later.
Yeah. Todd said, my daughter and granddaughter in town from Kansas.
Very nice.
Nice.
In fact, one of my favorite things is they made me when my dog passed 4 years ago, they made me a mug, and they had one pre-made with paw print, and they painted it up and put her name on it and put, love you, Dad, and all that stuff. Just one of my prized possessions.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, one of mine was given to me by Grandpa T there. And it was the picture of Jersey.
Yeah.
And I look at that thing every day. I miss that little guy so much.
Todd said his daughter and granddaughter in town from Kansas. Keep the. What are you guys laughing at? Did you guys already say that? My bad.
What's wrong with you guys? What's wrong? What it is?
All right, then fine.
I was even gonna make.
I wasn't either, but I was like holding it, and he started laughing.
I looked up, and both of them were looking at me. I'm like
looking at. I know who to look at. I was like,
he looks at the wall.
Look up.
I was gonna even make a joke about it. I was gonna ask if Tom said he goes, when they walk in the house, you just look at him and go, "You're not in Kansas anymore."
Todd's even getting on you. He said, "Echo, what? They're here again?"
You guys.
Go.
That's okay. It's an easy mistake.
Easy.
What do you guys think about that DeLorean?
Hey, what are you going to build?
All right, guys. All right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was funny.
One thing I know they were doing the hoverboard, right?
Yep.
I wasn't sure if it was going to be minifig scale or if it was going to be like a little bit larger. What would you have preferred? Are you okay with it minifig, or I kind of would have liked to have a larger hoverboard?
I would like them to make the hoverboard, like do a big product of the hoverboard itself.
Yeah,
but leave the one mini.
Yeah, the one they have, I think it's kind of a tweener. It's not to scale of the car, but it's not minifigure scale either. It's a little bigger than that.
Yeah, I thought it looked a little awkward.
Yeah, which makes it twice as bad, right? Because if it's not, you can't use it in your setup, and you can't really display it. Like it's kind of the worst of both worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like you, Tanner. I with the brick heads, I was like that with the dimension sets. I felt like I had to get, even though I didn't play the game a ton. I just one of those things I had to get them all, and that hoverboard. That would have been cool. I mean, that was minifigure scale, but the hoverboard that came with that minifigure was good, you know. But because it's kind of an awkward in between the one that's coming with it.
They gave you one with the Kuso set, but it was like just a snowboard piece, right? I think.
Yeah.
But they have total capability and ability to make a big one now, and I think they could totally do that. You know, you go back to those movies, you go back to all that old stuff. There's a market for it because it's all of like people like us and people like it's right in their wheelhouse of collecting era stuff. That movie, if it's Ghostbusters or Back to the Future, we're buying the crap out of that stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So,
It's how to tug on the nostalgia strings, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
And just the display thing, right? I mean, that Harry Potter's icon set was such a huge hit because, you know, you got big life-size props made out of bricks, and it's a beautiful display, and they could do that with Back to the Future props, or, you know, of what we've seen some of those brick-built shoes. I think somebody built Marty McFly's Air Jordans out of bricks, you know.
Yeah, Todd says they need the auto lace sneakers too, the Nikes. Yeah.
Yeah. DCL said it is in scale with the car, even fits inside the hood.
You know, it might be one of those where you see it, then it makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
I think Lego struggles, and we've talked about this before, with some of their production shots, right? Where you're really, you know, the helmets fall into that, where they look far better in person than they do in some of the promotional images they put out, right? In the marketing shots.
Yeah, I agree with that. Even Thor's hammer, when I built that a couple weeks ago, I saw the box and I was like, well, this is much bigger than the Infinity Gauntlet, and it's awesome. But like you said, the pictures threw me. I wouldn't have known until I actually had the box in my hand how big that baby is.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? Because you both have it. I'm still really on the fence about it. Like, I'm fine with display sets, right? I've got plenty of them, but I'm just not sure.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. Like, it's impressive. It's impressive to hold. It's impressive to look at.
Yeah, it's solid. It's very solid in the sense of, you know, you could wave it around and it's the end's not going to go flying off, you know.
So many jokes here to be made. I'm just gonna say, when Tom's like, it's big, it's solid, it's impressive. Hello, my name's Kevin.
Well, you guys stop talking about me.
Yeah.
Get back to Lego.
Oh Lord, I'm an idiot.
I'm not even gonna say it. I was going to follow up to, it's big, it's impressive, it's solid, it's everything I wish, and no, I won't finish there.
Yes, you will. Finish that sentence right now.
Nope. Not gonna do it. It's not after dark yet. Todd wants to know, wait, I'm sorry, did anybody ask this question yet? Todd wants to know, Matt, how's the ship going for you?
Good. Kind of going slowly along, but I'm getting there.
So we built that one on the stream, Kevin and I and Brick Girl, and who else built with us? Can't remember.
The Brad?
I think it was
Matt. It was Matt. It was Little
Matthew.
Matt. Yeah.
Little Matt.
And you know what wowed us about it is just the colors, the color selection of it.
Yep.
It was just
Little Matt built the other ones.
That's right.
He built the smaller one. And he's not little, which is easier. Little Matt, Big Matt.
Of course he built the smaller one.
He's Little Matt. Little Matt will be helping me this weekend. A good buddy. I'm not going to let him move anything, but he'll be helping me. Just joking. He's a good help. He's a good friend.
Are you moving, Kev?
No, I'm just picking up the rest of my stuff.
Oh, okay.
So
he's I saw he's building something big and exciting this weekend, right? He and the girlfriend are doing what was it?
They just finished Hogwarts, and now he's gonna. Or they did. They did Hogwarts, then they did the gunship, and now they're working on. Oh crap!
I can't remember. I saw it on Instagram, but they picked another big one up.
Yeah. He was on the fence with the Mclaren, and then I sent him an image of this today, and he's like, "Oh God, hey, there's Mike."
There's Mike Carswell. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hello, Mike.
I'll show you what I did here, Mike. I didn't send you a picture of this today, but I will.
Oh, there you go. Parkdale says it's Moss Isley. That's what it was.
That's right. Yeah.
Thank you. So what are you guys? So I think we're due for a Master Builder Series set this year, and obviously rumors of a big Star Wars set coming out later this year that people think is that. What would you guys want if a big MBS set comes out, from a setting or a location, or what's your number one desire? I'll start with you, Matt, because you seem like you got something in mind.
Well, no, it's a good question. Did they? Hold on. So did you guys see the announcement that Walmart's having a collector con next week?
No.
No.
Okay. So they're actually, I think I can say this. I'm gonna say.
Everyone, just turn the volume down.
Yeah, just I think I'm pretty sure it was publicly announced. They're announcing a Lego Star Wars scene that's coming out. It's the trash compactor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's one I've been looking forward to. I think
And that's
cool.
I think coming May 1st, or that's what the rumor was. Is one
but
of them.
they're gonna I think it's gonna be they're gonna show it off next week at the Collector Con. I think on the 24th or the 25th.
So is that one going to be a Walmart exclusive? I assume then.
I don't know that. And I will say, so I started my new role this week, and from what my access to certain things that I did have access to are going to be more limited now, unfortunately.
Okay.
Not for any bad reason, but it just. So if there's
is it something Kev said last time?
If there's things you guys talk about, I genuinely probably don't. I might not know anything. So.
Yeah.
And there's bigger sets, even coming out later this year that I can't even get access to seeing. You have to be at like a certain tier of security clearance to know about them and see them.
Tier 7.
Wow. What is it?
Tier 7.
Yeah. So yeah, I the trash compactor one I'm looking forward to. But if I had I know this is a long answer. If I had like a big Star Wars scene, I would love like a good Hoth display.
Yeah.
Like just I know they've had many, versions of it in the past, and it's kind of been not complete, I would say, but one big UCS one that has the turrets and the bunkers and the little little tunnels and everything. If you could display that like with the big walker, it'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's logical that they would do something like that with all the Hoth attention that they made in the last 3 months, and the last UCS Hoth set left a lot to be desired from people. I know was one that wasn't a favorite of people.
Yeah.
Eric, what about you? Big scene planet?
I would want Boba Fett in a Bacta tank. That's what I would want. Yeah.
I'm gonna say it again. I just hate you so much.
That's what I would want. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Massive scale too.
Eric, you don't get to answer any more questions tonight.
Like taller than the rumored Eiffel Tower. Like that's how. Like I want to be able to go inside the Bacta tank. Like that's what I want.
The Bacta tank. Because mine is I want Eric in the Bacta tank.
Have you seen the guy? I think his name is Albo Lego that does the he's making the maxi figure. He's using the helmets.
Yep.
And then he's making a figure, a mini figure scale to the helmet size. So he's done the Scout Trooper. He's done Mandalorian. He just did a speeder bike in that scale for the Scout Trooper that he made. Like, it was pretty impressive.
Hmm.
What was I going to say? Eric, your answer told Kevin, Master Builder Series. What would your preference be?
Man, I thought that was a good answer.
I'm sure you did.
You know what Thought did? Thought he had a good idea and he shit himself. I don't even know right now. I'm definitely probably along the same lines as Matt. Probably a little bit more Hoth stuff or a better setup of the Hoth stuff. But I got like behind me, I've got a Hoth scene that I'm working on. So more never hurts of that stuff. But I don't even know. I have to come back to it. I'm going to think about it.
All right. Well, we'll say hello to Cam Guy is here. Jenny Bricks is here. Welcome, both of you. Harley is here. Welcome.
Hey, guys.
So and somebody earlier said, PBJ said, I wanted Endor, but it doesn't look like that will happen. Endor would be great.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking too.
Like, are you talking like just so, because we had talked about that before, Tanner, you and I did. About that Endor set, like, because you could definitely do, if you did that, just some real nice trees, then you could do the landing pad, right?
Yep.
And then a walker beside that landing pad. You could use the giant walker. Actually, would look probably pretty good there.
Yeah, I think you could use the Imperial shuttle from last year, and that would be probably the right scale with the AT-AT and put it on the landing pad.
Yeah, so like,
Yeah. I mean, okay, so in all seriousness, if it's not a back to tank, I definitely want Tatooine because I think we haven't had enough of it yet. So I would want something from Tatooine.
You said in all seriousness, right?
Yeah, definitely. Speeder bike.
You don't get two answers. You're done.
I want those chromed out, shiny speeder bikes.
You just take the new Vespa and take the wheels off, and you got it. Put a couple extra mirrors on
it. We need to all mock that now, right?
Yes, absolutely. I think I've seen somebody's already done it with the Vespa.
Kev's getting ready to open the box.
Open your box.
Whoa, don't threaten me with a good time.
Oldendorf's here. Hello. PBJ says number 1 Endor, number 2 Geonosis Arena, be another good one. 3 Jedi Temple, another good one, and then 4 Yavin 4, which is another Jedi Temple. Yeah, both of them. Well, those would be good. Man, I didn't get to answer my number 1.
I have mine now too. So
you go ahead because I haven't thought about mine.
Mine's the whole garage area, like where they built the Naboo starfighter and stuff. That whole garage scene, like where you could have
Mandalorian.
Well, it's from that's Tatooine, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that whole Tatooine scene would be the one. Just that, like where the whole circle, because you'd have all the stuff around the garage. You could have a garage side on the side. Just basically doing. I'd like to see them do more. If someone wanted to set up a whole scene of Tatooine where you have like Mos Eisley and you'd have all this stuff kind of in that sort of same area.
Yeah.
More almost modular building, so almost like they're all the stuff they come out for modular, but do that down into the Star Wars line where you can put a whole bunch of this stuff together.
I said more Tatooine, and you pulled a knife when I said that.
Shiny speeders, you hit my trigger point. You pushed me right in the trigger point. You touched my trigger button, and not in a good way. Oldendorf says, "Hello there, wise builder." He has to be talking to Matt, right?
I still don't know. I'm probably not going to have an opinion because I never really got into the MBS sets or even any of the play sets. Mos Eisley was the first one I bought, and I love that one. It's great. I now fancy maybe trying to find an Ewok village if I can find one for a decent price, but I'm not really big into the scenes just because they don't display as well as the starships. I think that's why I'm excited about this Trash compactor one, Matt, that you were talking about is it's meant to be a little display vignette, and I think it's going to be very similar to the Jurassic Park set that was announced. It's going to be a little vignette of the trash compactor scene, and they'll have a little plaque with a quote from that scene in the movie. Like,
You don't like those?
no, I do.
Oh.
I think those are perfect because they don't take up a ton of shelf space, and it's a little scene from the movie, but it's a nice display. The play sets, I feel like you gotta build up big mock for it, or you never really get the full functionality of it because, like Mos Eisley, it's beautiful to look at opened up, but I can't display it like that. I'm just
Right.
it all closed
Too much
up.
space.
Yeah, there's two ways to display that one, and neither of them are really perfect, right?
Yeah.
So that's a good point that you just made with the Jurassic Park and now the trash compactor. So that's probably going to open up a lot more, right?
Yeah.
So they'll probably do a throne room, maybe a better scale throne room one, maybe one with Qui-Gon, or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, what's his name? I can never say it.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Where they're battling Darth Maul.
Oh
maybe
yeah, the
that
Duel of Fate
area,
scene. Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Maybe we're going to start seeing a wave of more of this kind of stuff.
So
coming out.
there are 2 more of those rumored for Star Wars themes even this year. And there's a scene on Dagobah, like a training scene with Luke and Yoda, and I don't know how big it'll be, or if they'll have him raising the X-wing out or what. But there's going to be one of those scenes, and then there's a Death Star trench run scene as well. Both of those are rumored from promo bricks, I think. But yeah, opens the door up to all kinds of stuff like that from all the pop culture movies, and I think they're going to be really crazy popular.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah.
Because they remind me of those Comic-Con style builds, right?
Yeah.
They're like those little. It's again pulling on that nostalgia string for people, right?
But on a much larger scale, right? Because the Comic-Con ones are usually much smaller.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're right. And I did, I think it was the least popular one. They had those 3 sets or 4 sets that were supposed to come out at San Diego Comic-Con, and it was obviously canceled, so you could buy them, right? So they had the Black Widow set, and then they had the Wonder Woman one, and I actually really liked the little Wonder Woman diorama. It looked like a scene out of a comic book.
Was that the gold box?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. The gold box was an actual Lego set.
Oh,
This
set?
one
Okay.
was.
No, was it the one with her with the cloud?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, with Cheetah.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Oh,
Yeah. That's a nice
looks
one.
like it's right out of a comic book. Cover.
Yeah, I think they're all nice builds.
Yeah, and then they're easy. They're easy to display. They're not awkward. You can line them up with each other too. I like that.
So I mean, I'm all over it. The more stuff like this they do, then I'm all over that.
Yep. But that one probably out of the 4 was the least popular.
It was.
I
don't get it because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's it's the box art. That's what totally hammered me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because it's like any of those things. They don't look right until you got them built up and stuff like that.
Oldendorf said, apart from the mall dual hole, do we got any area of Naboo as a Lego set? Yeah, that would be a good one too. They could make a really detailed Naboo.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Rebecca just asked, can someone please explain the brick rink dramas that happened this week? What happened?
So go ahead.
What happened? I don't even know.
So they had restricted purchases from non-European sellers to European sellers, and they had restricted purchases from non-UK sellers and buyers to UK sellers and buyers. And they didn't really explain what, but one of the partners on their website had a potential security risk. And so they were restricting that to try and lock it down. Yeah, data leak is what DCL said.
Yeah, so you think that's kind of like either like a brick set or rebrickable, how you can patch your orders into those
very
sites.
Well. Yeah, very well could be.
Probably was trying to get all the parts for the cab and the police car.
Which cab?
Yeah, that one's good.
Better than mine.
Elizabeth is here. Says, is the 3-in-1 pirate ship that is on sale at Target a good buy at $79?
I think so. Yeah.
I think so. That's 20% off, and everybody that I haven't built it myself, but everybody I've talked to that's built it loves it.
I think I was telling Tanner, little Matthew messaged me. I start calling him little Matthew. He's going to get pissed off. Little Matthew messaged me, and he was at Walmart the other day, and he goes, check this out. So the new Technic Batmobile was $79 on sale at Walmart, down from its $130 or $140, whatever it is here.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
wow.
Nuts. I didn't get it. That's the one with the 2 light up bricks in it and stuff, but
yeah,
that's awfully early for
it really is.
For a sale price. Yeah, for sure.
I like the car as a car. I don't like the car as a Batmobile. Like, it's a Dodge Charger and it's cool. The light brick features are really cool, but it's not a Batmobile.
Yeah. So Todd says, okay, so we know the Back to the Future DeLorean is coming out next month. What's the next epic movie/TV car? Oh, I know my answer. But I'll let you guys go first.
Got Tanner.
Movie or TV car? Oh, man.
Now we'll have to take one off. Like, I mean, Dukes of Hazzard has been one that's always been in our thoughts, but that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, there's so much stuff they could do. Like, they could do a proper Mystery Machine or Kit from Knight Rider.
I was the Mystery Machine.
Yeah, that would be cool. They could do the A-Team van.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. I mean, do whatever, I'll buy it, because then, seriously, like,
I think they should do a Knight Rider with the side build is David Hasselhoff eating a burger.
Oh,
flying a German flag.
Rest in peace, carpet.
I wish I didn't know what that was, but I do. And it's been erased from my memory for quite some time, and now
it's back. You're welcome.
So much.
Did you know you could spend money and do a cruise with David Hasselhoff in Europe?
Did you know I could punch myself in the face?
Yeah.
I thought you just had to buy David Hasselhoff drinks.
Burgers.
Maybe.
Terrible. Going backwards, Gwenda said she's starting the roof on Home Alone house, really enjoying the build. But, another one of those tugging at the nostalgia strings. That was an epic build. It just was.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
I am so hoping they come out with a Griswold house.
Oh, I need a Griswold house in my life.
I am lighting that one up for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, if we've got sets coming with light bricks and stuff like that, they might even provide some of the lighting for it.
Oh, not how I'm going to do it.
Well, that's true.
I'm going Clark Griswold on that thing.
So we've got votes for the 66 Batmobile, the Addams Family hearse, the A-Team van, the General Lee, the Kit from Knight Rider, the Mystery Machine. PBJ says Eric's number one would be Jabba's sail barge with the back of the tank.
Yeah.
DCL said the Mirthmobile from Wayne's World.
Oh, yes.
The Gremlin. That'd be big. So I got a couple new elements in this set so far. We've got we've seen this bracket piece here before, but they did one inverted of it here. And then we've got a 1x4 round tile. So it's like the 1x1 dots, but it's a 1x4. And I think they're putting these in the new dots kits as well. These long ones.
you stupid face.
Beautiful.
Oh, talking about my TikTok, eh?
I know.
You're gonna put that on big screen, right?
I don't think I can. I don't know how to do that.
That's going on the intro next week, I think.
Yeah, I'll figure that out. I'll find a way.
I was gonna say I know Lego would never do it, but I would love a Breaking Bad RV.
Oh,
That would be good. Spaceball 1 would be another.
Oh yeah, that would be even better. That would be even better. Yeah, that's more plausible for them to do than the Breaking Bad one.
You could just convert it. You could convert Spaceball 1 Winnebago into the old Breaking Bad one. Yeah.
There we go. 3-in-1 RV.
Yeah.
Regular, Breaking Bad, and then Spaceballs. It could be all three. I like where this is going.
Oh, I just thought of another one actually that would be very, very cool. But again, they would never do this just because of how it looks. Airwolf.
Yeah.
That would be wicked for me. But
Yep.
too military.
Yeah.
Do you know what Airwolf is, Eric?
No clue.
Neither do I. I'm sorry.
Seriously?
Don't you? Seriously? Oh,
I mean,
Like-
is it probably one of those things? I probably have seen it, but didn't know what it was called.
There's a video game of it and everything, like an NES game of it.
yeah.
It's basically Knight Rider but a helicopter.
Black helicopter, yeah.
You mean Altered Beast?
Yeah. Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh.
Wait, is the NES game like a top-down type game?
Yeah.
You looking
Yeah,
okay.
it was bad. It was very bad.
Oh, it was bad. Oh, okay.
It was bad.
Isn't it funny how we just know Eric? Yeah. He has no idea.
I mean, I don't know. Only thing I could think about was Michael J. Fox as a werewolf. And I figured it wasn't that.
Yeah, he jumped out of the helicopter.
It's
Nobody
his
wants-
brother. Airwolf is Teen Wolf's brother.
Oh my God. Adult Wolf?
That's a different channel.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Preteen
Not
Wolf.
as bad as ET. Oh, sticker central here on this one. Sticks.
Yeah, I think out of that list, I would lean more to Knight Rider for that to be the next car.
Yeah.
Kit was a Trans Am or a Firebird? Trans Am.
Firebird,
right?
GPA, yeah.
Okay.
It's funny because so I have the Knight Rider. I should go get it. I have the Knight Rider box set, and it's a favorite show of mine. I even had a GTA, and I didn't buy it because of Knight Rider. I just bought it because it was a good deal and whatever. But so I started watching the box set right from episode 1. I mean, you remember as a kid, you're just blown away that they had this car that would drive itself on TV.
And it was the voice of Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World.
Yeah, exactly. So like this thing just blew you away. And then you start watching it over.
Oh, it's so campy. It's
My
bad.
God. You realize that Ninja Turtle van, Seth, that's a really good one. Hello,
Oh,
Seth.
that'd be a good one. Yeah.
You start watching it and you see there's this one scene where Kit's pulling into this gas station parking lot, and you can see that they literally took a cardboard box that was the same tan color as the seats, and they had an eye slit hole cut out in it, and the guy was wearing a box that was supposed to be like the headrest, and you see the blanket over top of the guy, and you see the guy's body move like this when he pulls into the parking lot. Like, I know how they did this now. Yeah, ridiculous.
I tried starting back and to rewatch the A-Team,
Yeah.
and the very first episode is a tough one to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that one with he's the dinosaur sitting in the back seat of the car, and it's just, it was just,
Now I got to go back and watch it.
I was like shocked that the show, I have such fond memories of it. And then I was watching that and I just kind of stopped it and, and just didn't try to even go past it.
I was out somewhere, I can't remember where it was, and some of the dun, 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 dun.
Mm-hmm.
Started playing. I was just like, I stopped and I was like having flashbacks. I was like, oh my God. Like I started having flashbacks to all the shows. That and MacGyver was one of my favorite shows.
I love MacGyver too.
What that man could do with a piece of Wrigley's.
Oldendorf says RoboCop and Terminator head make a good helmet piece. Yeah, those would be awesome if they did those for in a helmet collection.
Yeah.
I want to see more things come out like the Gauntlet, though. I want Wolverine.
Oh man, how epic would that be?
Right? Oh, it's so good.
I'm tempted to get that mech just to have a Wolverine minifigure because I don't have any.
Yeah, you definitely should.
Which mech is that? There's one out now?
Yeah, they just they had delayed some that were supposed to come out January 1st, and they're out now. So there's a Wolverine one, there's a new Iron Man one, and there's a Black Panther one, I think.
Mm-hmm. They're nice builds too, though. Like it's certainly nice.
Seth says, "What is everyone's lost love of Lego? Meaning, what set could you not get, or what set have you sold, regretting it later?"
Mine would probably be. Mine's pretty simple, actually. Fire Hall.
The Fire Brigade.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about you, Matt?
I don't think I've sold a Lego set. I've donated. I had a lot of old. That's a lot. I donated a lot of bulk brick I had that were from various sets when I was a kid. Some of them were some of the castles, more later castle sets, and in Viking sets, and those are really cool ones that I wish I kept and just rebuilt. But it was just a nightmare to I know it would be a nightmare to resort them and go through them, so I donate them through Lego's Replay donation charity that they have.
Got it?
So I was big into the Islanders theme and some of the Imperials when I was right before my dark ages, and I had all of those. And I think when I went off to college, I gave them to my niece or something, and who Lord knows what she did with them. So I'd love to have those back just because for the feels of it. But I missed out on the Johnny Thunder Adventure sets like that.
Oh yeah.
Now late 90s, and I was not in Lego, and I'm starting to see it and look back at some of those sets and like, man, I wish I would have gotten some of those sets. There's just some awesome stuff. I mean, I loved Indiana Jones. The whole archaeology thing is, and they play right on that. It's kind of a spoof on Indy and archaeology stuff. So, and exploration. It's a great theme.
Yeah, I had some of those in the bulk that I got rid of too. That I always wanted the big ones when I was a kid. Those were like the ones where, parents couldn't afford it, so I got a lot of the smaller ones and put the big ones that were like the Egyptian ones and the jungle ones, which is crazy what they had.
It's just funny because when we were kids, those big sets were like $70, and your parents are like, no, we can't buy that for you, Just to think about that, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And now, if they're $70, we buy multiples of them.
Yeah, right.
Take that, parents.
Yeah.
I got you one too.
Yeah.
TBJ says, haven't sold any Lego sets. I missed out on Futuron Monorail.
Yeah, those sell incredible now.
You know what's really difficult? Clear decals on white Lego.
I don't like the clear ones regardless because
You don't like any decals though.
I don't, but the clear one's even worse because
You can't see.
well, if you try and use your fingers, you get your fingerprints on the inside of them, and then you can see that. If you don't get it centered right away and you try and peel it back, then it gets all hazy as well. Like you got to almost get it applied perfectly the first time, otherwise you're in a world of hurt. And you have to use a tool you have to use a brick separator or an X-Acto knife to apply them. Otherwise,
I do that with all my decals. I just can't do it without my eyes have gotten so bad that I really have to focus on that. But
you guys didn't answer. Let's see, Eric, you didn't answer. Theme or set or what's one that got away or one that you had and no longer do?
I don't remember a whole lot of Lego sets that I wanted as a kid. I mean, I remember looking at the back of the instructions and seeing the promo photos for a bunch of the other stuff. And I was the same way. I didn't have a lot of large Lego sets. The largest I probably had was like a water police station or something like that, where it came with the ramp and stuff. So I wish I got on the bandwagon earlier with the UCS sets. That's one that I just kind of was like, yeah, no, I like it, but that's a lot. And, I'm not kind of into that. And that's the one that bites me, that if I had gotten into that a little bit more.
which one would you want though?
Well, so I think the ones I would just go with kind of the basic ships, right? So I'd go with X-Wing, Y-Wing, the Slave One, the Imperial Shuttle, that kind of stuff. I wouldn't necessarily go after like the B-Wing.
The B-Wing was a tough one for me. The B-Wing was super tough for me because the B-Wing was right around when I was kind of coming out of it. And what about the Joker Manor? Yeah, that too. I'm in that same boat.
That is the one that got away. I've so forgotten that.
I didn't bring it up.
Buried that
Wasn't
deep.
me this time.
I'm the same way with the Joker Manor. I don't have one either, and it's one that I want so bad.
It was on sale.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Yeah.
I'll be back, guys.
But the Jenny Brick, speaking of those clear stickers, the Ecto one has a lot. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mike says, you called it the Slave One. Yeah, it's now the ship formerly known as the Slave One.
I apologize. It's now just a symbol.
Sparkly Tuna Princess, we'll call it that.
It's the mobile back to tank.
It's the mobile back to
Well,
tank.
then I am ordering it now.
Yes.
I don't care the price.
But even with that stuff, that B-Wing, like I said, so that B-Wing one I was kind of like, it was right around the time I was kind of in and out in that area of picking up stuff. That thing, I swear to God, came into stock, went out of stock, and just like gone. Like, it was gone fast. It didn't last long on the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy because that one gets so much hate too. People don't like it. I like it a lot. I've
never bought it. Like, I've never gone after it to get it. I've seen it around, and it's not. I think the one that I would go after, if I could go after anything, would be the Naboo Starfighter.
Yeah.
In the UCS.
Yep.
But there's no way in hell I'd ever pay the secondary market on that thing. There's just no way. It's 100 and some piece set, and they want $600 for it. Like, no.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So
let's see.
Here's the Lambo. Check this thing out. This thing is probably my favorite Speed Champs car now.
Yeah, it's great.
Look at that. Watch the tail lights. Look at these things.
Oh, that's awesome.
You see that?
It just cones. That's cool.
Cones, man. And like they tapered the back pieces. They did
Yeah. Man.
there's so much very cool. When you look at the front of the car, let's see if I can get this camera to focus in. Look down the sides of the vents in the back there. Like the wing on the back is phenomenal. This thing is unreal.
Yeah.
So you go through, you put all those stickers on, and they give you 4 printed wheel rims.
Of course.
Yeah.
They know what you want, what you really, really want.
Really want. And then they give me this like Star Wars cockpit panel piece that's off white of the rest of the car.
Yeah.
But this thing, my goodness. And
That's
look at the taper on look at the nose piece. I love how they did the taper on it. Like that's pretty wild.
Nope, not gonna do it. I want that one so bad, but I just cannot get into another theme.
This is kind of cool. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up though. So you put stickers underneath the clear elements that are the headlights. Watch this.
Yep.
See that?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, that is pretty wild.
Yep.
All right, real quick in chat. Oldendorf's headed out. Good night, buddy.
Good night, buddy.
We'll see you later.
Good night.
Thanks for coming by.
Good night.
Elizabeth said, gave my brother Hobbit Unexpected Gathering, and he sold it at his yard sale for a song. I should have kept it. Yeah, that's a beautiful set.
Yeah.
It's one that I got later after it was retired, much more expensive.
Yeah.
I think you bought it at a garage sale.
Yeah, for a song. Jenny Brick said she's been using a pair of Kelly clamps to put stickers on. And
I know everybody knows what Kelly clamps are.
Yeah, I know.
Except Eric.
I think you meant Kelly Kapowski.
Kelly Clarkson clamps.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Right
then Detail says if you're going to spend a lot of money on an old UCS set, maybe look at Brick Vault first. You can get much nicer mocks for less.
He's not wrong. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So just so we're clear on this, Matt.
Yep.
When you're going in to work on Monday, we're going to discuss this here. Okay.
Yep.
That's down.
How they need more of them, and they should be on all 4 sides of the box.
This guy.
All the way around.
This guy knows
You
what's
just hit
up.
the box like this, and it falls in.
I mean,
Just
come on.
rip the back half off. Yeah.
Just because I got 2 thumbs doesn't mean I don't need 4 thumb tabs.
You choose. It will be improvement because you get to choose which side of the box you damage.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah, that drives me nuts. PBJ. I used to like Big Matt.
Well, the Lamborghini Countach was one of my 2 favorite cars growing up.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely loved it. I had a poster of the 89 Countach on my wall. It was such a cool car.
And he used to kiss it goodnight every night.
No, that was the 57 Corvette that I would kiss. I would cuddle the Lambo poster.
Christy Brinkley was on the roof.
What color 57 Corvette?
I would go classic red with white. You know,
I gotta go the baby blue with white.
I'd be fine either way. You know, I'm fine with whatever somebody wants to give me.
Detail said I was looking at a UCS TIE Fighter. I bought Jarek's TIE instead, and I don't even think about the UCS version anymore. It's Razor Crest, the most beautiful set I own, and makes all my UCS sets look bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every now and then I look. I'm not like heavily looking for them. I'll just, maybe once a couple months or something, I'll go and see like what stuff is going for. It's not like the HQ, I would probably look 2 or 3 times a day to see if anything new hit the market, or at least the places that I was looking for. The HQ. So
what's the HQ?
The Ghostbusters.
Oh, Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay.
Infamous is here, watching from Hawaii.
Oh,
That's
man.
for, my
I used
buddy
to like
Kevin.
Infamous.
and I was going to say the same thing, and I used to like him. No, Hawaii's too hot. Who would want that? Ugh.
Kevin,
Sun.
okay. So funny story. So my buddy Kevin, he's like most people think he's a deaf mute. He doesn't say very much. He's pretty quiet. And him and his new girlfriend are in Hawaii. But he tells me the story the other day, and he says, "I got something to tell you." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "It's been an adventure here." I'm like, "Oh God, what happened?" And he goes, "His new girlfriend's name is Wendy, which is the same as our best friend, like my best friend Wendy that passed." And so he goes, "Wendy took me to a nude beach." I'm like, "Oh God." And he goes, "My dangly bits got burnt."
Oh,
I'm like, "Willie?" And he goes, he's like, "Yeah, I'm walking funny."
I always go SPF 150 there, but
So he's like, he goes, "Oh, it burnt so bad, I should send you pictures." I'm like, "Don't." So I sent him a picture of a burnt turkey.
Todd says, now that's something Matt needs to address at work. We need a re-release of the Ghostbusters HQ.
Yeah. Just right now, because after Eric bought it and went through all the rest of it.
I'd be okay with that, though. You know
You
what
got
I mean?
yours. Why not?
Yeah, I'd be okay with it. I'm with you guys. I wouldn't be happy if I went and got the original Tumbler and then they came out with the new one. That one would aggravate me.
No, see, that one doesn't aggravate me. I mean, it aggravates me they came out with the same damn tumbler.
Right.
But
That's yeah.
it's still I still go back to the point of I'm happy that people that missed out on it got that chance to say, okay, crap, you know what, I missed out on the last one, I ain't missing out on this one, and got it, right? So that's always good. But yeah,
well, and I was fine with it too because it's so similar to the last one that I did not feel compelled to buy it at all.
Right.
You know, so
yeah.
Unlike the friggin' R2, which was so much of an upgrade from the last one that I had to get another R2.
And then yeah, that one bit you in the butt a little bit too, because it was like you were like you're gonna sell yours off, and then it just all of a sudden it had no value because the new one was coming out, and everybody's like, the new one's so much better.
It's like Tom Brady's last football, right?
Oh my
God! Hear
God!
about that?
Yes, $500,000. Like, I would be pissed.
So is that the original value or
That's what the guy paid for it.
It's probably worth. They
Oh,
said now it's probably worth like $50K.
Yeah.
So the guy did sell it.
That?
What's that?
I said, is it even worth that? Like, what's the significance?
Well, it probably. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would think the value goes down the more touchdown balls he throws. You know,
But it's now no longer his last touchdown ball.
That's the point. Like,
right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Even as a touchdown, I'm sure as a touchdown ball, it's probably worth.
Right.
I mean,
I
but
suppose.
not five.
Yeah,
You know,
Right.
almost
Unless he
everything.
can't
the
come
more
back.
he throws,
right?
the more he throws, the more I think the value will go down for each until.
Yeah. Because
unless one of your teammates hands it away on a significant ball, that guy made out like a bandit.
So I didn't realize the guy already had sold the football.
Yeah, no, it was sold, and this guy had purchased it, and yeah, it's that's a big ouch.
Yeah, that's
So I can talk about it now. Something like that kind of happened to Kevin, to my buddy Kevin. So he was buying, like, we used to collect jerseys, hockey jerseys. So Kevin ended up buying one of Connor McDavid's first jerseys, his rookie jersey, and it was one of the orange ones. There's a whole sordid story behind it, because in order for the Oilers to sell these jerseys, they had to do like special event jerseys. So they came out. It was the year that the Edmonton they came out with the third jersey that was the orange jersey, right?
Mhm.
And that's probably one of my favorite ones. But they came out with a jersey, and Edmonton, because they were under contract by a company called Migray, who owns the rights to all their jerseys. So Connor McDavid's rookie jerseys would go to My Gray because they're under contract. Well, these things are worth so much money. And so they had 5 of these orange jerseys that the Oilers were allowed to keep and sell, and they pre-sold these things, and for like astronomical amounts of money, they pre-sold them to the guys. Kevin got the first jersey went to McDavid. Kevin bought the second jersey, and they were to be worn at certain times of the year for a certain amount of games. Each jersey was going to be worn. So like jersey 1 got worn for like 2 or 3 games. Jersey 2 got worn for 2 games, but in between all that, they're wearing their other regular jerseys. Well, if anybody remembers, Connor McDavid got taken out by some Philadelphia asshole and taken out for the season. So the guys who had bought jersey 3, 4, and 5, jersey was never worn by Connor McDavid.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
those are worth much more, right?
Much
Or
less.
not less. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah. So the only jerseys that of those orange ones for that year that were worn was the first one and then Johansson's jersey.
wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
And if only McDavid was a good player, it'd be worth a lot of money.
Right.
But,
Yeah. If only he could play that hockey game.
play. If only he knew what he was doing on the ice.
Yeah. He's turning into more of now something that collects sticks with his teeth, but got high sticked again last night. Took out another tooth or 2, I think.
You think they're going to make any moves, big moves for Monday?
I don't think they are.
I told you they can have Jordan Binnington. They can have
Yeah.
him.
That's
We're
true. You
almost
called
out of
that a
bags
long
of
time
bucks,
ago.
though. Connor wants Bennington for straight across for Draisaitl.
That's fine. I don't see the problem.
I don't see the devalue in this.
Huh.
They're going to have to do something, right? Because those 2 guys are eventually going to have enough, right? You
Well,
would think.
eventually you won't be able to afford to keep them both. That's the problem.
That's true.
Well, that's the crazy thing about the Blues right now is, they need something if they're going to make a deep run. They need a top 4 D man, but the prices on them are so astronomical. Like, look what Ben Sherratt went for: a first rounder, a high prospect, and a second rounder.
Yeah.
And he's a rental, right? So the Blues are now saying,
And a Canadian, don't forget that, right? He's a Hab. Like,
right?
come on, he's in Montreal. Like, that's even worse.
The Blues, like, they have to decide: do they want to go and try and lose a bunch for this year when Colorado is blowing the doors off everybody else in that conference anyway, or do they maybe just get enough to be competitive, but then go spend on Matthew Tkachuk?
You guys can have him. He's an asshole.
He is not. You just don't like him because he's on Calgary.
No, here's the thing. He's not. They're not. I doubt he's leaving Calgary. Calgary, and I hate to say it, as much as I hate to say it, they are deadly right now.
They are. They're the second best team in the league, right behind Colorado.
And they just made themselves stronger because they picked up what's his nuts from the Kraken there.
But did they get Giordano?
Not Giordano. They picked up some other stud from there.
Okay. Yeah, I think he will. I think he'll consider it for the right money because it's home, right? St. Louis is home for him. His dad's still in the organization.
Still kissing his sister. Whatever.
Yep. Oh, my hand.
Yep.
All right, then.
What does that have to do with his hockey game?
Makes it better.
I just answers yep. And infamous yep. I am pumped. Bahrain is this weekend for F1. So I am over the top. I'm excited it's back, and I can't wait to see if it's the fist fight this year or what's going on for F1.
And Todd, nope, everything is fine. Nothing to see here. Everything is good with this Lego set. We'll leave it at that.
What the hell's going on here? What did it do? I missed something here. Maybe not.
The Rangers fall into an interesting situation. I don't think they are close to be really competing, but in the Eastern Conference, they're the only team with cap space before the trade deadline and considerable cap space. Like a lot of the teams that are competing have very little money to do anything, and the Rangers have like $30 million in cap space going into the deadline. They won't have that money next season because they've got a lot of extensions that are going to kick in.
Yeah.
Cost a lot of money, but they're in an interesting spot where they could help another team out to take some money off their roster and, maybe to improve their team a little bit more in the future. So,
Yeah.
Do they need a goalie? Yeah, I mean, they do.
They need a backup.
Can play, so.
Don't let that one game cloud your judgment of him. It's a terrible game, but don't.
He gets worse than that?
They need a goalie? It's the first thing out of his mouth every time. Just
I know the guy brought him a Stanley Cup and he wants to get rid of him so bad.
That's the first way you're trying. Would you like a Stanley Cup contending goalie? Nope.
He's like $6.5 million in cap space.
Yeah.
Player who money went to his head.
Well, you know what? He's one of those things that one of those players that can go to another team and make a difference, right? Like, just needs a new start or what have you, and then away he goes. So I just don't know. Like Edmonton's goalies are just starting to come around, so hopefully they can keep that up. But we'll see. Calgary is scary, though. That's for sure.
All it takes is a heater in the playoffs, and you can beat anybody.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you cheer for New York.
Yeah, the Islanders are terrible. Did you see any of the comments of Jack Eichel when he went back to Buffalo?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite ones. Oh, it only took them 8 years. They learned how to cheer.
Yeah, that's the loudest I've ever heard this place. Yeah. Glad they finally woke up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't sugarcoating anything.
No. He clearly loved his time there.
Absolutely. But, I mean, he had to expect that. I mean, come on.
Yep. So where are you at on that thing, Matt? How far are you into that?
It's still slow going. It's getting there, but
it starts coming together pretty quick.
What's that?
It starts coming together pretty quick.
Yeah. I had a little snafu putting one of the side panels on. I totally had to take it off and reassemble it because I was off by one stud on something. So that always slows me down.
Yep.
You guys big well, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Matt.
I was gonna say there's a pretty interesting. You guys into boxing at all or fights like that?
I get into it every now and then.
There's going to be an interesting one tomorrow. Well, both of them aren't boxers. It's Thor from Game of Thrones versus Eddie Hall, who they're both strongmen, world's strongest men competitors.
Yeah,
and they have a really big beef with each other. They've had a beef for years, and it's going to be the heaviest heavyweight fight ever. I think one's at like 305, the other one's at 315, and they're going to be fighting tomorrow. It's going to be, I don't know. I feel it's going to be hilarious because they've been training. They've lost so much weight for this fight, but they've never boxed.
There's going to be raw emotion going in the ring. There's going to be no smarts to it whatsoever. Right?
Yeah, it's going to be like 6 rounds. Like it's probably going to end in a draw, and like
Or one of them has a heart attack too.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going to be watching tomorrow because I follow them. I did a lot of competitive lifting and strongman type stuff. So I watched them for a long time, and I think it's going to be. I mean, they've lost the weight, but I mean, boxing is like.
It's an endurance
My dad boxed for a while, and he just the amount of stamina you need, and he was a big guy too. It's going to be crazy. So it'll be interesting to see that tomorrow.
Are they the two? Well, I know the one is, but is this based on the one competition where they awarded? There's a huge controversy at one of the strongmen.
So there was two. So it started with a strongman, like World's Strongest Man, when Eddie, I think Eddie won it a few years ago, and they both got the like rules explained to them on like what counted as one repetition.
Mm-hmm.
And Thor was just doing them. He wasn't holding it long enough. He was going down too quick, and he claims that it wasn't explained to him clearly. And Eddie, he thinks Eddie had like an inside knowledge of it, but supposedly it was both explained to him the exact same way.
And he kept saying like that's how he lifts, that's how he always does it, and he's never had a problem, right?
Yeah. And then a year or two later, Thor broke the deadlift record that Eddie had, but he did it in his own gym, and like Eddie was saying, oh, he did it in his own gym. He must have, it's silly stuff. I mean, that's what this whole beef is it's just silly how it started. And, but they, World's Strongest Men, they just outlift each other. They just want to punch each other in the face, and they're going to be able to do it tomorrow.
That might be interesting, actually.
Yeah, it's free. It's online.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's 4:30 my time, Eastern time. So, if you just Google Thor versus Eddie, you'll be able to watch it free on the. It's weird. They're in Dubai. They're fighting in Dubai, of all places, and
it's a big place to fight. Yeah.
No, I know. I just thought it was that. I mean, it's like a 6,000 person, place that they're fighting at, but I just think it's just for two people that never boxed in their lives, to be fighting in Dubai, I think it's crazy.
Kevin, are you doing the Lotus now?
Yes. Okay. I am on to the back end of the Lotus.
And Matt, I won't ask you how much was like the most you ever lifted, because I don't want to embarrass you when I have to tell you what my, the most I ever lifted before. I don't want to,
which basically was basically his ass out of bed this morning.
It ain't easy, man.
Infamous wants to know whatever happened to Butterbean.
Oh yeah, my dad actually had an opportunity to fight him a long time ago, and like when he was up and coming and near a city near me, and like back in the early 90s, late 80s, and Butterbean actually, something happened, family emergency or something, he backed out, and my dad never had the opportunity to do it, but I think my dad probably would have gotten his ass whooped. But just cool that he had that opportunity at one point.
No kidding.
And he started because coworkers put him into a like some boxing match. I think Butterbean is how I think he got his start.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There was some like local boxing challenge thing, and his buddies at work put him up to it.
That's funny.
But it was a phenomenon for a while.
Yeah, he had to have weighed. I think at one point he weighed probably close to 400 pounds. So yeah, at his heaviest. Yeah, he just threw haymakers.
Yeah,
bullied people around.
Right. The king of the 3-rounders.
He's like, what was the guy from Punch Out? He punched in the belly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't remember his name either.
I wanted to say Soda Pop, but that was a different guy. It was the guy. He was like a king.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't remember his name. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Can't believe I've forgotten that game already.
Yeah, Eric, you probably lifted a lot more than I did.
No,
No.
he didn't.
No, I didn't.
No. No.
No, we would. My dad was basically my trainer, and I was actually a big recruit for college football, but I had an injury that ended that. So later, when I healed up, I got into competitive lifting, and we would practice lifting the back end of cars for training. So
did Eric.
Yeah.
Right
he
here.
would do a car in each hand, a bumper.
He's doing it like this. Oh
Absolutely.
my God, we lift the back into this car.
I'll do one better. I'm going to lift a bus.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
That hurt.
Is that a train or a bus?
It's a bus, man.
Just making sure.
Give me credit.
Hey, William Hardy, how you doing?
No, unless I have a car lift, I'm not lifting a car.
Even then, it's 50-50.
Even then, there needs to be power to that lift.
So DCL earlier was talking about Luke's helmet is a really cool build. I agree. I like that one. I built it last week, but the Dark Trooper helmet, it's a build that will surprise you. It's very detailed.
Yep, I put together the Mando helmet earlier in the week and was pretty happy with it. You were talking before the width or the gap in the center being a little bit much. I don't think I'll go to the lengths of trying to reduce it. Are you going to do that?
Probably not. It's probably not that difficult, though, right? You can just put a couple extra plates on it or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I'll leave it as is. I'm not that much of a Star Wars nerd that it's like, that's not movie quality.
No, but it's nice. I like how those builds are coming together. Everyone's unique in its own way.
Yep.
I was a fan that the Mando helmet it's really easy to take off the stand compared to some of the other helmets.
Mm-hmm.
So that was nice.
Did you try to put it on?
Successfully, yes.
Did you try to put it on Yoda?
I have not yet. I've got to build the other ones. But that is in the works.
Good. Let's say we need round 2 for sure.
Need round 2, my TikTok dress. That's what we need round 2 of.
Yeah,
we do.
What now?
So I know what you're talking about with your TikTok graph, but for those that haven't seen the TikTok yet,
all you hear is Matt really quick. The what now?
I think I'm losing my internet. No, I'm kidding.
No, you're hearing it right. Yeah. So, kind of a funny little story there. Eric and I were just hanging out one night, building, talking, doing all this sort of stuff, and got to talking about did she approach you, or how'd that work, Eric? I can't.
No, it was a video that she had posted.
Oh, it was a video she had posted. So
yeah,
Eric was looking into kind of this video or whatever, and it's a girl who does. Her name is Shebricks, and she does.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Do you?
Yeah. I think so. I go on. She does it on TikTok.
Yep.
Yeah, and she's fairly popular, right?
Yeah, she's very popular, actually.
Yeah, I think I
got a huge following, and
I think I follow her on there.
Yeah, she's got a huge following. She done now. There's a couple little tidbits to it, like don't think she has very much Lego or whatever, but that's fine. Whatever. She has ideas for how to display Lego. But I started kind of looking at it and I was kind of giggling. I'm like, I just said to Eric, I was like, well, it's kind of odd. Like, you know, I watched one video where she was talking about, she was in her bathroom and she says, yeah, I just came up with great ideas on how to display your Millennium Falcon. And I'm like, oh, this should be interesting. So I continue to watch. And she says, my first idea is this one. And she's got like a green screen behind her or whatever. And she shows somebody's Millennium Falcon mounted to a wall. Okay, so first off, that's not your idea. That's someone else's idea. They did that. Right. And then she goes, and then the other way I thought is you could do it in a coffee table like this. And she shows someone's coffee table, like my coffee table.
From Kevin's basement.
Yeah, no, it wasn't mine, but it was exactly like mine. I'm just like, well, again, that's someone else's idea. That wasn't your idea. You didn't come up with this. You didn't invent it. You didn't. So whatever. So I was going through a couple more videos and I started giggling and Eric's like, what? And I'm like, my God, she's wearing a Lego shirt. Like she's got nothing on except this Lego bag over her top. Right?
Yeah.
And she does it to this. It must be from a movie or something. I don't know what the hell it's from. Or a television show or whatever. But she's like, there's a guy talking and she's answering the guy.
Yeah.
So the guy says, where's your boyfriend? She goes, I don't have a boyfriend. And he goes, or she says, why not? And whatever. And it was because he didn't want me. And then the guy says, idiot. And then she starts laughing and then the video ends, right? So I said to Eric, I'm like, I'm going to duet this. And he's like, no, you're not. I'm like, I'm going to do it. And he's like, oh, whatever. So we finished talking and then
and then the magic happened.
And the magic happened. The next day I sent them the video and Eric's like, oh my God, you did.
Is it still on your profile on there?
Oh yeah, it's on mine, it's on hers. She actually shared it again.
Don't get too excited about it, Matt.
That's pretty awesome.
No, that sounds hilarious.
It's so pretty epic. The only way it would have been better is if I would have got some of those truck balls. I'm down under the.
Oh my God!
I just had them drop out right at the end. Kadunk, kadunk.
Well, there's always time for a part 2.
I'm doing a part 2.
Sneak peek, ladies and gentlemen.
Parts 2.
Parts 2. Yeah, so that Mike's just talking there. Mike had a little fall there, and he broke his carbon fiber prosthesis there, and then he hurt his knees up, so he's kind of in the hospital there and not doing too great. But
wish you well, Mike.
Sorry to hear that, buddy.
Speedy recovery.
Absolutely.
Oh, this thing. That's my new love now is duetting TikToks. I'm going to start a whole thing of it.
You're starting a new craze.
Well, it was funny because that night I went to bed, whatever, I'm laying there and I just flipped through a couple more and then all of a sudden there's Eric's in one of her TikToks. I'm like,
yeah. Yep.
True story.
Yep. I was laying there and I saw the text and I went, damn.
You found it. Yeah, he dug too deep.
Way too deep.
That's funny.
So good.
This is, you know what, you should build one of these, Tanner, just for the experience of how they do some of this stuff is pretty incredible. Like the angles they're getting on some of this stuff.
Oh, they look great. You know how I am. If I buy one, I'm going to want them all. And they don't, like I've gotten a couple of the 6 wides because they look okay in the city, but the 8 wides just don't. So I can't.
They don't, but you're going to hate that.
Yeah.
They have a lot of that's stickers. Another reason I'll pass.
Yeah.
Especially some of them are ridiculous on the race.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the race car stuff is pretty gross. this one's like it's all line stuff too. So you got to be like, even when I did the Mercedes ones, when I did the two other cars in the Mercedes kit from the F1 cars, they have decals going down the side, and they're like teal. It's like a paintbrush swoosh or whatever. But the way I did it originally on the first one is I put the first one on, and then I lined the next one right behind it, and then right behind it. So like the third one is actually over top of a crease. So the second one I did it properly the way you're supposed to do it, and so I have both ways of it. But it's just kind of frustrating because it put those gaps in the middle, and it looks actually terrible when you look at the side of the one that's done properly. Should have just left the damn things off. You could probably just peel them off and be fine with it too.
No, you can't.
Well, I can do it.
Where did that piece go? Eric, I'm loving how this set comes together. Like the angles that they're doing. It always amazes me at these little architecture sets what kind of angles and building techniques they can put in such small scale.
It's another dangerous theme because of that.
Yeah.
Right. It's like these helmets. Every build is unique. It's not this repetitive stuff that just
like a Coliseum.
Yeah, absolutely.
That one's tough too because that one is repetitive, and then on top of that you got the same color over and over. Like it's Groundhog Day.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful display. I got to admit, but it is tedious. But once you get into a rhythm, unless like you by memory, basically that you're doing the rest of the build.
That's how the globe was too, but it wasn't so huge that it got mind numbing. But you could just sit there and kind of do it muscle memory.
Did you see the lit up one the other day?
No,
I didn't like it. Like they lit up the inside of it.
Oh,
of the globe.
You see all the gaps and everything.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, that's doesn't sound appealing.
No. What were they thinking?
When you guys light stuff up, do you buy kits or do you do them just you buy the right? What am I looking for? Because I've lit up a few things too, and I'm just curious how you guys do it.
So I've actually just recently. What's that?
I said Kev's the resident expert.
I'm no expert. But I just recently actually Lego reached out to me again, or I reached out to them, talking to them, and I'm now affiliate or whatever there. So
cool.
What's that?
Like I'm something with them.
I can't remember what it's called. But anyway,
big deal.
But I'm super pumped about it.
It's kind of a big deal. It's something for them.
Yes, you assholes. No, I was gonna start doing more light up stuff with them. I'm just reviewing it, and because they do have some really good kits.
Yep.
But generally, I really like doing my own stuff.
Okay.
Because I can control it a lot more, but that's not for everyone, right? It's
so I'll send you guys a video. I've done a kit. I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to. I mean, I work for Lego, so I don't want to endorse anybody. But it's tedious. I did the Disney Castle, and this one had fireworks in the background, everything. I mean, it was really cool, and but like I said, it's not for like I've had it where it takes probably double the time in total that it took me to build it as it does to light it up, to put the lights and the wires. And I mean, I'm a big, even me as a big guy building some of these small Lego sets is like tedious for me. But like when I have to wire stuff to, in between and, put them in the ports and stuff, it's tedious, man. So
for sure, because it is definitely smaller connections and hard to deal with and stuff like that. But So I got to show this off actually. So they give you for this Lotus, they give you a printed windscreen piece. It's a really tapered windscreen piece. Looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
Cockpit of a plane or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to put these 4 stickers on. And thank God I got them close. But look at the back end.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
That looks pretty neat, actually.
Yeah, you lined it up pretty well.
So this set I wasn't overly excited about. I was just like, meh, whatever. But it's turning into one I actually kind of really like. Definitely better than the McLaren.
That's saying a lot.
Yeah, right. I was watching a guy on YouTube this week, and his father-in-law lights up all the modulars for him. But whatever, I don't know if the guy uses kits or whatever, but he had them so that when you can take the floors off the modular. So I don't know if
That's
they're
a Light
like,
My Bricks thing now.
okay. Yeah.
Light My Bricks now sells a modular piece that when you take each floor off, it's got a magnetic reed switch, which you could do yourself really easy.
Cool.
Yep.
But it's got a magnetic reed switch, and when it comes off, it just kills the lights on that side.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So cool. Like
It's an expensive thing, though, right?
Oh,
Like
I'm sure it is, but
it's expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, some of the
It sure is, but like again, if you know what you're doing, it's not that expensive.
Right.
Like it'll be expensive for this because it's something new and cool and blah blah blah. It's literally just a magnetic reed switch you can get at any electronic store.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And all you do is you run your power into this side, you run your power into and when it comes out, it just doesn't allow the power to go through. Boom, you're done. Like it
Just
works really well.
Cool concept, because one of the things I would worry about lighting them up. I know we always talk. You rarely pull your buildings apart and look at the insides, but if you want to and you got a light kit installed, you're not going to be able to if you're using the old kits because you got wiring to pull apart.
Depending on what it is too, right? So if we look at the Daily Bugle, let's say the Daily Bugle, you're taking off the whole front section anyway.
Yeah,
So
true.
in the Daily Bugle, you're literally taking off the front face. So yeah, it could give you. You could definitely do static, like this standalone light system in that thing, and never have to worry about it. But yeah, you're not wrong. That's the kind of the hold back. Like my diner, I've got all lit up. Like I've even got the front lamppost done. I did all that stuff, and I just did it all myself. But I also won't ever take it apart because you can see through that thing so good with all the light
when it's lit up. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't need to, but Aspen actually showed me that the other day. She said, "Look at this," and I was like, "Yeah, that is cool." Like I was going to do that with the set with magnetic reeds. I'm glad they finally came around on it. So.
There's a city builder in Germany that I kind of know, and he used that same stuff to light up his cars.
Yeah.
So he just takes it right off the street. The light dies. He then just puts it right back on, and it's got that connection for his cars.
Cool.
Yeah.
One thing I did find odd, and I'll say, I was watching. So I follow Light My Bricks on TikTok, and of course, one of their bigger dudes now is Jordy's working for them, right?
Yep.
So he's all over. He's kind of their PR guy or their social media guy, I guess. He's doing a lot of it. But it was weird. I watched one today, or not today, yesterday, or I don't even know when I watched it. But I watched one, and it was him talking about what the guys are working on, sort of thing. And he's like doing a little tour, kind of the shop and everything. And he goes, "Oh, this guy's working on this, and this guy's working on this." And then he turns and he says, "Well, this is Billy's desk, but Billy ain't here anymore, so I'm gonna have to finish this now. Billy's gone." I'm like, did Billy leave on bad terms? Like, are you mad at Billy currently? Seems like you're a little pissed off. Stupid Billy.
Oh, Billy.
Mike's asking, anyone know what the promotion is next week at Lego Store? I don't think anything's been confirmed. I thought I heard that they were going to give the vintage taxi away again at the end of the month if you purchase any of the 4 modulars that are on the shelf right now.
Tanner, you turned yours all black, right?
I did. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try to do like dark bluish gray.
Yeah.
and
I
see
don't
if
do
that
all the
might
parts
work.
come in dark bluish gray. They probably do.
I have no idea. That's a
I don't think there was
very good
anything-
question.
There wasn't
that I was
anything
not
oddball on there, was
anticipating.
there?
No, there wasn't, I don't think, but yeah, I don't know. It was easy to do all black because it's mostly black as it is, right? You just had
Yep.
to swap out the yellow pieces. But it looks great that way. Like it looks like a vintage, just an old gangster car or something like that.
Al Capone style.
Yep.
Like it was.
I built that shrimp boat for the Hidden Side shrimp boat this week.
Mhm.
And I got to thinking, man, I need to get a Forrest Gump minifigure to put on that shrimp boat.
100% you do, and Lieutenant Dan.
And
that.
Lieutenant Dan. And so today there was a girl that reached out to me on Instagram, and after I posted a picture, and she's like, yeah, I did that with mine. And she's like, and she sent me a picture of it, and she nailed it. Like there's a Pharaoh's Quest torso with a guy with a wife beater and suspenders that she used. And then she found just this dumb grin face for the minifigure and just put like a tan cap on him. And then she posted that and the picture of him waving all with his dumb grin, and just like she nailed it. And then there's a hippie from, I forget which CMF it was, what series it was, but there's like a long hair piece with a headband. It would be perfect for Lieutenant Dan. Just perfect for him.
The hairband, and I was just thinking about it, and like you put the little legs on them.
That's why I put the mid legs on
Yeah.
them, and then
Yeah.
the ones that you can still bend.
Yeah.
And put some
Some
little
new
boots
sounds,
on the end of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I already made a list and put it on a Bricklink list to get the parts for those two.
Nice.
Speaking of that, do you have any plans to do any more of those small? I don't remember what they were called. They were what, the 8x8 boxes?
Yeah, the habitats.
Yeah.
I haven't made any plans to do any since. I might, whatever the next challenge is, I might look into it if it's a theme that sounds cool, but I haven't done anything since. I'm kind of going on the other projects with the canal and the and now the mural that I'm going to be working on,
Which is going to be awesome.
I hope so.
Awesome
I really do. I really do hope so. I got all the parts for the main part of it. I still need the frame pieces for it, but I plan to build that, and then this one I'm not going to do like the dots murals that I have. I'm going to do like the basic pattern, and then I'm going to put greebling on it so that when you step back, it looks like a mural, but when you look up close, it looks like the sides of these boxes, right? With
yeah.
So
Bits and pieces
like that with different piece colors.
Hey, Sting Bricks, how you doing, buddy?
Hello.
Tanner's going a little sketchy tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, my internet connection's been a little weird today.
How was your weather? We had beautiful weather here today.
Oh, it was wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, Eric, yeah, definitely can. So I will be a couple people I know. I think Eric's going to be there as well. I will be attending Brick World Chicago. I bought tickets for that last week officially, and I decided just for the heck of it, I'm going to go ahead and display some stuff. So I'm going to be bringing these three custom mosaics that you can see in the background, the Darth Revan, the Darth Sidious, and Obi-Wan, and then this newest one that I'm making as well. So I'll be setting up a small table display there at Brick World Chicago. That's June 18th and 19th, so 90 days from today.
He'll be signing autographs. by the way.
I will not be signing autographs,
We'll
but
be signing
think
autographs and kissing babies, shaking babies and kissing hands.
And he's gonna have a photo booth,
Kissing booth.
kissing booth, kissing booth.
don't start spreading that rumor.
Wait, no, I'm not going to say it.
Nope.
Oh, he already knows. He's like, nope.
Nope.
Bite your tongue.
Or I'll bite it for you.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm a little nervous.
Nothing to be nervous about.
Those conventions are. I don't know if people have seen. There's a lot of pictures going around. Bricks Cascade in Oregon was last weekend, and just some of the displays that people are showing off. Wow, just wow! Some of the stuff that people are coming up with and bringing in.
100%.
Even the mosaics. There's a lady out there named Brick Huntress. Well, her name is Kate, I believe, but she goes by the handle Brick Huntress, and she just makes some
I follow
amazing
her.
mosaics. She had an Iron Man one that's really phenomenal that she actually won an award for at that convention. She just did a collaboration with a guy at Stranger Things that's amazing. Like, it's the 3 kids. It's huge too, by the way. Like. But it's the 3 kids riding their bicycles and, kind of looks that glow in the dark. And then underneath it, it's the boy that gets, it's Will Byers standing below and upside down. And like around him is all the colors of the Demogorgon and like enveloping him are really cool. Yep,
absolutely. No, your stuff is off the charts too, man. You don't give yourself enough credit.
Appreciate that.
It's people are going to see it and just go gaga over it. Like, are you going to have instructions available by then for everybody? Or are you going to put it up, or what are you going to do?
I don't know. I got a lot of time. That's why I want to knock out the mosaic, just so I have plenty of time and can tweak it. And then, there's a potential that I'll have the instructions ready for Obi-Wan and maybe this new one too if I like it. But I want to figure out where I can host them and maybe sell them because I'd like to, if I'm going to go through the trouble of making instructions.
No, there should be some recoup on that for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like even the Sidious, I've seen. A few people have tagged me. The instructions for those two are free, and people have tagged me and said, "Hey, I built this." I've seen a couple TikToks that it's hanging up on people's walls in the background too. Like it's cool. Like it's very flattering to see somebody has built something you designed and they've got it hanging on their wall. But it sure would be even cooler if I could make a little money off of that,
off your time, because your time is worth that stuff. Like that's why I say all the time, there's a lot of stuff that goes into all the stuff, to even to these streams, to all that sort of stuff, that it's not easy. And that the designer stuff is even that much more to me a pain in the ass, because there's like, I don't do anything that way, so to me I would struggle with it. But I come from the avenue of, of something like that Obi-Wan, people would pay for that. It strikes so many, like it's that one to me is perfect. I'll give you whatever you want.
That one is, it's going to be, the convention is going to be, we're going to be like 4 episodes into the Obi-Wan show on Disney Plus. So that one I'm hoping people will see it. And even though this is the Clone Wars version, General Kenobi, it still should see it, and it's very recognizably Ewan McGregor, right? So they're going to see that, and they're going to be fresh into that show, and going to be like, "Wow, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi." That's the hope.
Yeah, just make sure you have a plaque to sign just in case he shows up with the stupid Lego thing.
Oh man!
One of the first art pieces I saw was. Is at the Calgary Comic-Con, and they did They did the Walking Dead, and it was Carl and geez, I can't remember. Carl and what's the dad's name? Carl?
I have not watched that show.
Anyway, it was a dad and a son, but it was them walking. It was like the picture of the show, right? And they were walking off into the kind of sunset or whatever. Well, if those guys weren't there signing that week, like the people that were there, these people built the mosaic, so they just basically went up and started getting everybody. They had placards and people were signing them like crazy. And
yeah,
pretty cool to see people's reaction when they see stuff that they're in. And it was actually, so I was into the show back then, and it was actually right when I can't remember the character now, but they had wrote the character off in the show, and she was still supposed to Rick. That's it. Thanks, DCL. Rick. They were supposed to. They wrote her off, and they weren't. She was supposed to be in a few more episodes and stuff, but she had contract obligation to show up at this Comic-Con, and she was pissed. Like, someone asked her, they had a panel, and they asked her about, did you know you were getting written off? And she was like, nope. She goes, I was supposed to have a few more episodes left and blah, blah, blah. And this wasn't the way I was supposed to go out. And yeah, she wasn't a happy girl.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what's the amazing stuff that people put together when conventions. Just some of the stuff. Just seeing the pictures. There was another big one in Australia too that I saw a couple of videos of, and just, I mean, I'm amazed at that. It's one thing to build a kit or build a big display, but to do that and then to think about building it to travel with it, because some of these people are going thousands of miles and they're driving it, so you got to build something that you can tear down and set up pretty easily. And
the anxiety of wondering if it's going to make it there, right?
Yeah, and just not only designing something that you can build that looks epic, but doing it so it's transportable, doing it so that putting lights in it, and just the speed at which they do these things, amazes me. So David Hall's going to be there. I'm hoping he's going to bring one of his big displays as well.
Oh, David Hall is there?
Yeah, he's going to be there.
Well, you might have to do me a favor there then.
Yeah, absolutely. You name it.
I remember I wanted one of his shirts for the longest time.
Oh, yeah.
But if they have some cool ones there, I might have to get you to grab me one of those.
Absolutely.
That's one guy I want to meet. I have a lot of respect for that guy. That guy's a really good builder. Like, I get that he has like, it's gonna suck. It's gonna sound stupid. Like, he has a ton of parts. He has things in his fingertips that definitely helps you out be a really good builder when you have all these parts. But some of the sets that guy's built have been off the charts.
Yeah, I mean, you can have all the parts in the world, but you still got to do it, right?
For sure.
And make it look good.
Full shizzle.
Eric, did you decide if you're going to do more than just the convention days yet? Or I should say,
haven't yet.
Did your wife decide yet if you're going to do more than just the convention days?
You know what? She didn't really seem opposed to either or. But yeah, I probably have to decide soon, right? I would imagine the spots for the Thursday, Friday are gonna start getting smaller.
When I looked earlier this week, there are about 150 left.
Okay.
I'll look it up now.
So they're not flying, but they are moving.
Well, I mean, they had 700 total. So
okay,
700 total. They're down to 150.
Yep. I think with Rick last week, right? I think it was like 100. Yeah. So
they are down to 146, so not too much lower this week. So
right, yeah.
Still probably
so make the decision within the next week, and
what will book up though is if you're going to stay at the convention center, that will
Right.
start to book up, right? Which there are plenty of hotels around that you
Sure.
don't have to, but like for me, I wanted to book the convention center because the family's all coming with me, but they're not going to want to spend 5 days Lego conventioning, or at least not all of them. So I needed to be close so I can stay put, and then they can take the car and run around and do whatever.
But also, that's where the other designers are going to be staying, right? So it gives that additional
time.
opportunity to kind of hang out and
Yep.
just chat their ear off for a little bit.
Yep, definitely.
To mingle with the people.
That's right.
Hey Matt, did they ever like get you promote you guys to go to these things and check it out, or no?
No, I've gone on my own to there was Brick Fair, New England. I went to that a few times, but no, the department I was in sales used to be, you would have to travel a lot and be located in the territories that you were representing, but
Yeah.
COVID, it's been all remote and basically virtual, and which hasn't been a problem because sales numbers are still, didn't hinder anything with sales. But I would say when people were more on the road, they definitely, I think at the time would have people go to a lot of the cons and stuff and the fairs. So, but I go whenever there's one around here. I'd love to go. I mean, like I said, I went to BrickCon virtually when it was virtual a couple of years ago, but I would like to someday fly out there. And I don't know if work would sponsor it, but I would love to do it on my own anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
That does sound like the next topic to talk about on Monday when you get in the morning.
Yep.
On tabs.
Yep.
Matt, I forgot to. I think we asked you last time you were on, but are they doing another virtual convention?
I believe so. I believe they are. I haven't had that confirmation yet, but when was it last year? Was it June?
It was June. Yeah,
it was June. So. Yeah, I believe.
The only bad thing about the last one, Matt, is I can't get that time back in my life.
He loved every minute of Brickmaster.
I would think it would be a year-over-year improvement.
Yeah,
for sure.
Hopefully not by little.
Well, it wasn't. You know what? It wasn't even that it was like all terrible. Like they did some good things. They did this. They did that.
Yeah, I know.
But then it was this reveal that was like just meh. Like, all right, here it is. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Yeah, everyone was expecting a much bigger set revealed, right? Obviously.
Mm-hmm. Does anybody even remember what the reveal was?
It was the Star Wars wave that had already leaked like 2 months earlier, right? So it was
so the smaller builds of
Moff Gideon's ship was the biggest one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which I still didn't buy. Like I never bought one.
Yeah,
I just like.
Was Trouble on Tatooine part of that?
No, it went because that one was a January 1st. It was it was Moff Gideon. It was the Boba Fett starship. It was.
Oh, that's okay.
It was that summer wave.
Well, I loved it.
Yeah, you did.
You would have.
Kevin loved it so much that Amy sent him a necklace afterwards.
I got a necklace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which led to an even bigger collection of necklaces. So
that was my second necklace. She actually added to the collection that was already existing.
Well, she knew what you liked.
She knew what I liked. Yeah.
The heart wants what it wants.
Wants what it wants.
I think that might have been one of my greatest days.
It was amazing. It was so amazing.
And I've never ranted like that since.
It's so funny because You rant about this necklace that she's wearing, and it's like Eric and I had the same light bulb go off at the same time. Like right at the same time, we're basically like,
with SOB's getting a necklace.
Kevin needs a necklace with his name on it.
The fact that there's a banana on the necklace makes it even better.
Well, I mean, like I said, Amy just knows you. She gets you.
She gets me.
She just gets you. She almost gets you like the Brick Doctor gets you.
The Brick Doctor sure got me on that one, yeah. Nailed it. Both of those necklaces are sitting on my bedside table upstairs, by the way.
I will now die a happy man.
Yeah. That was pretty funny. I read the note the other day because I was cleaning out the dresser beside my bench here, and the note was in the dresser there. Yeah, this is ideal. This is perfect.
Started to tear up, I would imagine, right?
I did, yeah.
I think she was gonna spritz some perfume on the note, but she thought that might have gone a little too far.
Way too far. Way too far. She's smarter than that.
Well, I don't know.
No.
It was so good.
Best gift I ever got.
So how's the guardianship coming along, Matt?
Good. This is a good size.
Oh, it's big.
It is big. I'm finishing up starting to finish up the middle, and I can believe how big it is for the price and the size of the box. But I actually never seen it in person, so I'm pretty impressed with the build.
Yeah, just wait till you see the bloody stand. I can't say enough good things about that stand. All right, look at that bad boy. That's pretty slick.
There you go.
Yeah. More stickers around. Is there any printed parts in that?
Yes, the headlights.
The headlights.
So those headlight pieces there,
Yep.
printed pieces.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's it. The rest of it's all stickers. But it's a cool color. It's a good looking car.
I feel like they get into the rut, and I look when I had the city up, it felt like I only really had 3 different color cars in the whole city, maybe 4.
Yeah.
And it seems like they kind of just keep going to the same color for a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So it would be nice to get a change from that.
Yeah, for sure. Toadboard's back. Made her back.
Hey, welcome back, bud.
But I'm with Tanner. I can't get past the 8 stud wide cars to put in there. They look far better, I think, than the 6 stud Speed Champs do, but just can't do it.
Yeah, I totally get why they did it because the details.
The details, yeah, they can't get the details in the smaller cars for
No.
sure.
But it's like, I've got the city bus and stuff, and that's all 6 stud wide. So, I'm not opposed to 8 stud wide, buses or trucks in the city, but just can't do it for cars.
Destro319 says, "Hello, just got here. Did you get into the F1 Speed Champ car? Here, let me show you. Let's move this one.
No, Rebecca, no, I would not have wanted that to be a sticker too. Friggin' stickers.
Here's my F1 little set. So I did a little pit scene. I don't know if what's going to fall out here when I do that. Just an impact gun. There you go. Did the full garage. But those things, these cars are unreal. I love these cars. The one, and I'll say it again. I said it the other day. The biggest miss with that McLaren is the tires. They're just terrible. I wish they could have done the same thing they did with this set with the tires, because they did a bang up job on this one.
So did you, Kev, did you show how the large Technic one, the display stand, is that going to hang on the wall?
Yeah, so I haven't done it yet. I just got it because I just got this done today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have standoffs.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be four, you'll see 4 screw holes or whatever. I'll just do something, but there'll be 4 standoffs to bring it out about an inch.
Yep. And
then there'll just be wire on the back of the standoffs for it to hang on a picture hanging nail.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do lights behind that.
Yep.
So it can glow orange and blue, Tanner's favorite colors.
That was going to be my next question.
Mm-hmm.
Just what color?
It could be worse. Could be worse. Gwen wants to know, could we get a close-up of those tires?
Of the ones on the big car, or the ones on this car, on these cars? I can show you both. So these are the ones. There's the tires on this car. Let's get it focused.
They're
so
Kevin's favorite rain tires.
Yeah, my favorite rain tires. And I mean, I get why they did it. It makes sense, right? Lego's not going to go and put slicks on here and do that sort of stuff. But so you got rain tires are usually blue or green. Mm-hmm. So there's those ones there. And then, yeah, Mike, the only reason they did it is because, like I said, they have treaded tires, and that'll be your rain tires. And then this one here, they basically did a whole dish piece on the outside of the tire.
Yeah, that just does not look.
You just don't get to see the open wheel, right?
Here. What's that?
You don't get to see the open wheel.
You don't get to see the rim. And so that's where I'm struggling. Like, well, even when I display this, I kind of want to display it like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why don't you just do that?
I think I will, but I was trying to figure out if I could do the P0 inside there in the blue, but
why wouldn't they do that dish in trans? Like, even that would be better.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, where you could see, well, because what they did is look how they did the back end.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. So they got to hide that.
We got to hide that monstrosity of a thing in there, but you don't need that big of a thing in there. Like, this is literally, it's not like I'm going to be pushing this thing around and running it around and stuff, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I was kind of toying with some ideas of what to do with that, because the other thing is with the other cars, like these guys don't, but the cool thing, like with the Mercedes ones, when you look at it, they have the teal ring on the inside of the tire.
Mm-hmm.
That's 100% accurate. They did such a good job of this. And the only thing, yes, Glenda, that's 100% correct, is that this cheapens the whole kit for me. Like, this kit is phenomenal. This build is awesome. It looks phenomenal. There's only two things that I pick on, and the one with the sticker on here, and to boot, this sticker is an absolute pain in the ass to put on here.
Yeah.
The other thing they missed is on the front wing right here. It's supposed to say FX1. They have advertising on the wing.
Mm-hmm.
They missed that, and then there's a Coca-Cola sticker that's normally on the side, but that could be for so many. That could be for licensing. That could be for so many different reasons, right?
Yep.
So, other than that, this is like an amazing looking and good build and fun to build set.
All right, Tanner, what do you think of Singapore?
I love it. This might be my newest favorite Skyline, I think. It's gorgeous. and just some of the techniques. So just the way they do the angles and the buildings are nice from all sides too. Like even though you don't see this from behind, you could, if you wanted to, like you could display it on a plinth or on a stand that you could walk around and it'd still look good from the backside. Like I love it. It's one of my favorites. And
all printed parts.
My only issue with it is it's so long that it's got a little bow in it. The plate does. I don't know if yours does too, but mine doesn't sit flat. Maybe I just didn't push the plates down well enough, but it's that phenomenon where you have thin plates stacked and then you put a bunch of tiles on them and they bow up a little bit. Yours doesn't, or it does?
No, I'm doing Morse code to you right now.
Yeah, there you go. Same thing. Yeah, gotcha loud and clear. Here, I read you.
Thanks for reading me, Tanner. I got you on this end here.
Kevin, I can't hear you. It's coming off a little small.
10-4, buddy.
Threw mine away now. Pooey. Well, you guys are all built, or Eric, how much you got there?
I'm at a good stopping point.
A good stopping point. Where are you at, Matt?
I'm at a good stopping point too. I'll probably finish it this weekend.
Yeah, we're right at our 3-hour mark, so we'll. I think we'll. Thanks, Infamous. Appreciate that. We'll probably call it for tonight, and I got a lot of little sets built. That's impressive. I'm happy.
Yeah. I see a lot more garages in your future.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna get out of the garage game. No, I always wanted to do a dealership. That was my idea for. I was going to do that in one of the pack systems. With a dealership with all the speed cars around the outside. That's the best way to display it because you build your dealership however big you want to build it. Put some top end cars inside it and then have everything else in the parking lot, right? So
can you put the Karate Kid in there selling cars in your dealership?
Well, I don't think you can't do it.
Okay.
I mean, he's clearly going to be the best car salesman ever.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai. But yeah, thanks for everybody being here tonight. It's great as always, and thanks Matt for joining us again.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I love it. I love you guys.
We had some issues. We had some communication issues with Matt. Eric's email was all screwy and started stealing everybody's crap. So
I'm just a nosy person. I just wanted to know.
Once we got that all figured out, we realized Matt wasn't ignoring us. It wasn't pissed right off. He was just not getting the emails. Oh, that was ridiculous.
So, Eric, we forgot to ask you about your fishing boat. So we're going to do that next time because I see it there in the background and it reminded me. I want to hear how that finished.
Yeah, he's still. I think he's still a little bit traumatized from that. So we're going to let him calm a bit.
We might want to wait another week after that then.
Yeah.
Brick Monkey, my head didn't go there at all, and now it has. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Yep.
Here, let me describe the joke to you. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
There you go. You got it?
I got it. Oh, all right, good. That's a good joke.
Still hating that guy. All right. Thanks, everybody, for being here, and appreciate it very much. Should we play the intro for the outro?
The outro for the intro?
Yeah.
We'll play that again, and then maybe I might get this
play
right.
This out, Sam.
Good timing because we're live. So
see you, everybody. Remember, stay safe and play safe.
Take care.
I got to figure out how to do this stupid thing now. I don't think I can do it. It's not letting me do it.
And go.
Nope.